Good morning, everybody. It's 7 a.m. on Thursday, September 16th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect to see cloudy skies with rain and a high of 82. Coming up today on OTB, presented by All-Star Toyota, LSU head soccer coach Sean Hudson joins us at 7:45. LSU executive chef Michael Johnson joins the show in the second hour at 8:30, and we'll talk with Rhett Lewis of the NFL Network at 9:30. You can follow today's show on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, or watch us live on YouTube for new content posted every day. You can also check us out on CST. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
Let we go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, P, they said I gotta come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo.
Hello and welcome to this Thursday edition of Off the Bench, man. That's right. We're back. It's Thursday, the weekend, especially during football season. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. I know I am. I have been diving into the numbers, previewing this weekend's college football slate. It's going to be a weird one. A lot of like old rivalries that haven't been played in years and years and years coming back. Have you ever even heard of the Black Diamond Trophy?
Tell me all about it.
Yeah, there's nothing really to tell. It's just...
Well, you set it up like there was.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we got Oklahoma, Nebraska. I know that's probably one that you're
That's one they haven't played
referencing.
in a
Okay.
while.
Tell me all about the Black Diamonds.
West Virginia Tech.
Tech, yeah.
Yeah.
They take number 15 in the country, traveling to Morgantown.
I think it's the first time they've traveled to
should've known.
Morgantown since
Should have known.
2000.
Anytime that you actually like have some nuggets like that, it has to do with West Virginia.
I love West Virginia.
Every single time.
I love West
Should have known.
Virginia. Go Mountaineers. Neil Brown.
Go Hokies.
Neil Brown, the man who LSU suffered at the hands of. Former Troy head coach. Now in charge of it. Look at that thing. The Black Diamond Trophy.
Yeah,
How about
beautiful.
It's back. Yeah, I guess Virginia Tech's had it, though, for like well over a decade. So, because they never play. But whatever. It's going to be a great college football weekend. I mean, this is the first time that Auburn and Penn State are ever playing in the regular season. We've only even played 2 bowl games before this. So we're going to get into a lot of college football weekend. We'll look at the NFL weekend as well. I'm really excited to talk to Coach Sean Hudson. Like Mario said, the hottest team on campus right now. We got an LSU baseball schedule drop. A ton of great Saints content coming out, including an article, Jake, that had Ted Lasso in the headlines, just to make your heart very happy.
A lot more than just me, but yes.
Yes, absolutely. Which I'm going to watch season 2 pretty soon here. But how's everyone feeling today, huh? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. We have football tonight.
Okay.
I mean, NFL, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
Yeah. Raging Cajuns are taking on Ohio as well tonight in Lafayette. Ohio's 0-2. UL Lafayette's 1-1. Close victory over Nichols last week, but it's still football.
Nichols great. Yeah, UL's going to win. It's tough for me to get into some of these Thursday night games when the NFL's on the television
I can get in some Fun Belt.
Fun
Belt and Maction in the same game?
I've never felt the clarion call. I have yet to really dive in yet. Who knows? Maybe that'll change this football season. We'll see.
The NFL game's bad. It's the Giants and
Washington.
Well, divisional matchup, though. Like a bad game that could potentially decide the NFC East.
Poll question of the day. Would you rather see NFC least or Fun Belt versus Maction?
Fun Belt versus Maction makes it sound more exciting than UL versus Ohio.
Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to sell the game.
Yeah, and NFC least
exactly
actually reinforces my point that this is a playoff game. This is a battle of playoff contenders, a battle of 7 and 10 playoff contenders who will fight their way to the top.
With Heineke.
Yeah. Is he with Heupel now? Is that what we're doing? We're giving Heineke the Heupel treatment?
Yeah. I feel like Heineke actually plays even better there.
I see your Heine, so bright and shiny. If you don't hide it, I'm gonna bite it.
Yeah, it's probably can't.
Have you ever? Well, I mean, my old man, you sing it to us all the time. Your little kid run around naked You never heard that song before?
Yeah, I've definitely heard it.
Okay, what about you, Mario? How you feeling today? You look a little frazzled this morning.
He does.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I had kind of a rough morning, but besides that, I'm doing good.
Tell us everything.
Well, look, why do we fall down, or what do we do when we fall down, Bruce?
Pick ourselves back up.
Yeah, something like that. What about you, Danny? How you feeling?
I'm good. It's the weekend.
Did you notice that I tried to give a little Christopher Nolan Batman
did.
shout out there and I butchered it?
You butchered
Yeah.
it. Obviously, Mario, you don't have to tell us anything, but if you've already had a lot going at 7:05, we got to talk during the break.
We're going to make it. We're going to pick each other up.
Right?
And we're going to have a great show over the next 3 hours. And we love you if you are listening in your car, if you're on your way to work. I hope you have a great day. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button and all that. If you're watching on CST, heck yeah, man. Tell your friends. All right, let's go ahead and dive into some headlines.
OTB headlines are brought to you by Barbecue Guys. Barbecue Guys, for those who are born to grill. Visit bbqguys.com to learn more.
All right, we're going to start with some continuing, just the tragic news. And that is that Kevin Falk, earlier this week, his daughter, Kevion, passed away. He is stepping away from the football team for a bit to be with his family because, of course, he is. So he will not be on the sideline for LSU this weekend. Yeah, I don't know how you continue after this and anything. So it's everybody's biggest fear. Continued prayers and thoughts and love and hearts go to the entire Falk family. All right. In other LSU football news, Jay Ward is doubtful this weekend. Jake Ali Gay will remain out.
Yeah, it's definitely two big ones for LSU. I think, obviously, when you look at Ali Gay, you want him in there, but you have the depth behind him to be able to have a very quality player in B.J. Ojulari behind him.
Yeah.
With Jay Ward, that's a different conversation. Jay Ward was someone that you absolutely had to stay healthy because you were so thin at guys that you trusted at the safety position. So him being out is still a major blow to LSU.
And Sage Ryan, right, dealing with some injury. Haven't we learned? We don't know.
I think he was
nature
trying
of
to
the
come
injury.
back to practice this week. I'm not sure exactly what his limitations have been yet, but I wouldn't expect him to play if he's just now coming back to practice.
Excited to get eyes on
Langlois, another safety, freshman safety, has been out as well.
In New Orleans Saints news, speaking of players missing practice, 8 Saints missed Wednesday's practice. Marshawn Lattimore, Quan Alexander, Marcus Davenport, Eric McCoy, Condo Passanio, Pete Werner, and P.J. Williams. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was limited. Of course, Lattimore chipped that bone in his hand. He will be week to week. I hope this was just a rest day for Quan Alexander. Marcus Davenport, of course, straining his pec, with Rappaport reporting he'll be back, quote, sooner rather than later. Eric McCoy expected to miss around 5 weeks. Here's hoping Tano Passanio is not anything serious either, as he had a really good game on Sunday. In LSU baseball news, we got a new schedule drop, and what a schedule it's going to be. Jacques Cormier, T-Bob Jake, when we all finally spill the beans about what's going on with Emory. He's kidding.
Oh.
Relax.
Oh, God.
Dude, oh, my God. I saw the flames light up in Jake's eyes just now. No, this is a little joke.
Okay. Thank you. I should have known Jock's really good. He's one of our great listeners. I should have known. He got me. Jock, well done. Well done, Jock.
LSU's schedule is going to be tough, man. Not just because 24 of the 56 games are going to be against NCAA tournament team, but have you seen the SEC road series for LSU and Jay Johnson year one? How does going to Florida, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Bama, and Vandy sound?
Great. No, good.
I mean,
Good.
what? Like every great team in the SEC, let's make sure that you have to go there while you play host to Auburn, Mizzou, UJ, and Ole Miss. Jay Johnson going to be tested at the gates here.
Hey, you know what, though, man? It's going to be a fun baseball season. This is going to have a little bit of a different feel to it. I told you all the other day when Jay was on the sideline for the football game, the whole baseball player section started chanting his name. I mean, they were getting fired up.
Yeah.
Seems like they love the guy so far. Recruiting's been going great. Transfers have been going great. It's going to be a fun baseball season. Yes, very difficult schedule, but hey, giddy up. You're in the SEC. That's the way it goes.
Hell yeah, man. Road Warriors, embrace it. In LSU soccer news, Friday's tilt against Mississippi State is going to be televised on the SEC network, Jake. And coverage begins at 7 p.m. First kick at 7:05. LSU 6th of the country, 7-0 in the year. Mississippi State 2-2. We'll talk to Coach Sean Hudson at the end of this hour.
Yeah, it's great that it's going to be in the SEC network for people that don't live in the area. But if you live in the area, don't watch it on the network. Go to the game. It's free. It's going to be fantastic. Going to have a lot of fun. We're going to go out. Y'all going out again? We'll be
maybe.
out there.
We'll see. Well, okay.
You'll
okay.
be there.
Before-
It's the pancake breakfast.
Before
We do it every month.
Before you victory lap too much.
Chill.
Let's
This is
remember what
conference
happened
play,
last
though.
time you made an on-air.
You went to like Sam Houston.
It was a great game. No. It was
Southern Miss?
yeah, and it was an
Maybe?
awesome game. It was like a last-second goal at the end of the first half, a last-minute goal to win the game at the end.
Okay,
It was
it's
awesome.
conference play now, T.
Yeah. The only reason I'm hesitant, I would 1,000% be there, but Molinaro's coming in town tonight. Or
You don't
tomorrow
think he
night.
wants to watch some
Supposed to entertain
LSU
him.
soccer?
I mean, I don't know if I'm being honest. I do,
Okay.
and I will. I'm very excited. I will be at a lot of games. It was one of those fun dates I had with my daughter ever, quite frankly. Brooks Curry, congratulations to the LSU swimmer and Tokyo gold medalist, as he is now selected to the USA Swimming National Team year-round. What a year for him, as he became LSU's first ever Tokyo gold medal winner as a member, rotational member of that relay team. He will now swim for them year-round. He will still swim for LSU in 21-22.
Yeah, a couple of gold medals for LSU. Alyssa Chapman, who got one for Canada in soccer, speaking of the LSU soccer team, actually came and spoke to the LSU soccer team.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yesterday.
I saw JD Cody with the picture
gold medals all around.
of the gold medal.
Yeah.
Got to wear. Did you get to see it?
I did not get to see
Oh,
it.
man, that'd be cool to see. Shout out Brooks Curry.
But the
though.
LSU soccer team got to see it.
And finally,
So go win some
LSU
more.
as a university is slipping. Latest rankings by the U.S. News and World Report, LSU has slipped 19 spots to 172nd among national universities. More disappointingly, LSU is second to last among the 14 SEC schools, only ahead of Mississippi State. Sweet. Great. I guess we just accept being last in everything here. Whatever.
And, well, we usually rotate with Mississippi.
Yeah, sadly, right? But we can't even beat Ole Miss right now. Come on. What are we doing? All right. Coming up next, I want to dive into some of the numbers coming out of this Saints win over the Green Bay Packers, what it means going forward, maybe just how impressive it was. Look at the little Panthers. We got Coach Sean Hudson at the end of the hour. A ton of college football talk in hour number 2. Deal or no big deal coming along. I mean, just Chef Michael Johnson's going to be at 8:30 today for your Munchies questions. So keep it locked right here on OTB.
If you were born to grill, you have to go to Barbecue Guys for all your grilling and outdoor living needs. With the largest selection of top grills and outdoor products and best-in-class customer service, Barbecue Guys has it all. Visit bdqguys.com. That's bdqguys.com. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Go to advantaclean.com, advantaclean.com, ADVANTA clean.com. 369-5228 is the number you can call. If you have any fire damage, water damage, or mold damage, if you're still dealing with fallout from the storm, get AdvantaClean out there. They will fix it. They will document. They will deal with the insurance company. Jake, also when it comes to being prepared for the future, if you're a business owner and you want to get a free response plan put into place, it doesn't cost you anything to do. They'll come out of your place of business, put a plan in place so if disaster does strike, you're back ready to roll as soon as possible. Because us business guys know time means money, right? And AdvantaClean gets you back that time. Go to AdvantaClean.com.
Oh, right now we've had so much rain. It's been every single day, right? So you might notice that you've got a leak. Well, you got to take care of that leak, but sometimes you don't notice it, right? And what happens? Well, you have mold. And when you have mold combined with heat, it's going to spread. Don't let it spread. Get AdvantaClean out there. AdvantaClean.com, AdvantaClean.com.
We opened up the playbook and expanded our coverage. Listen daily in high definition on 98.1 HD2. We are 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Yo, Jake here for Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic, the place that's going to be convenient for you during an inconvenient time. Look, you hear me talk about my 4 boys all the time, and sometimes things like stitches, well, they happen. And in fact, they have. And Patient Plus is always taking care of us, just like they'll do the same for you. And now with 7 convenient locations across the Baton Rouge area, open from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., 7 days a week. And also at patientplusuc.com, you can sign up for your appointment on the way to the clinic. That's Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic. Get in and get better.
If you're in an accident, a car accident, a slip and fall where you're injured, you need to call an attorney. The defendant insurance company, it's their goal to close the case as quickly as possible and pay out the least amount of money as possible. That's why it's important to call an attorney and call the law office of O.C. Brown.
At the law office of O.C. Brown, we're a family-owned firm. We want to be your law firm for a lifetime.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
During these challenging times, we know your healthcare needs don't stop. Cancer, accidents, injuries, and heart disease are relentless. So we are relentlessly innovating to keep you safe, both virtually and in person, connecting you with providers remotely, advancing clinical spaces, providing rapid and accurate testing, social distancing, and certified cleaning protocols. We are Auctioner, and we will not slow down. Auctioner Health, innovating healthcare.
It's week 3 in the high school football season, and we get started Friday night at 6 with Louisiana Prep Preview, followed by Catholic High and West Monroe at 7. And we wrap things up with a full 2 hours of the Lake Urgent Care Lake After Hours Louisiana Prep Scoreboard Show on YouTube, CST, and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
You can watch all game film, like from the tight shot and everything. Why college doesn't do this, I have no idea. I don't know why I cannot get access to LSU film. And I know multiple people that have it. And I cannot get access. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, what do college coaches think? I mean, every other team has their film. Like, what do they think? What whose hands are they keeping it out of? Like, does Jim McElwain not have the LSU film of the UCLA game to break down?
Right. Totally turn here. But do you remember in high school? Maybe you're younger than I am, so maybe it was different.
Yeah, I am.
Right. Did y'all still trade VHSs with the opposing team?
Yes,
okay, great.
Absolutely. That
I
makes
can
me very
remember the
happy.
coaches being on the phone, like bargaining, like which tapes they were going to trade, like which 3 games they were going to trade. Like, if you give us this one, we'll give you this one.
That is
because
true.
like
I mean,
it wasn't
yes.
you didn't have the tape.
No,
they'd
that is
take
true.
the
In
3
high school,
VHSs and they'd meet the coach. They wouldn't even mail them. They go meet the coach halfway.
It's like a drug deal.
Yes.
It's like leave it in the paper bag.
You send the poor guy who's like the lowest on the totem pole to meet the Rummel coach in Alexandria or something.
Yeah, or the Brother Martin coach. Bums. Well, y'all went to
They didn't make
right?
the playoffs that far.
Yeah, the worst in high school too is when you just played a team that you had no tape on, and the coach was just like, I mean, hey, let's just play our game.
What are you gonna do?
Let's just play our game,
What are you gonna
and we'll be okay. Who played their game? The New Orleans Saints played their game, and Luke Johnson is a very good writer for NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, and he's someone who a lot of times dives into a lot of the kind of analytics behind wins, and I've got some analytics that are going to make Saints sense, even though this is Thursday. So I'm breaking my own cardinal rule here, and we are eating cheese on this Thursday.
Well, we
As long
can
as
eat all the
Saints are,
cheese
that's
that we
fine.
want.
Yes, exactly. We're allowed to. Okay, so let's nibble on that thing. The Saints ranked number 1 in team DVOA and the entire NFL. All you need to know, DVOA stands for defense adjusted value over average. All you need is DVOA metrics adjust for the quality of the opponent. Okay, so doing this against the Packers gets you way more in DVOA than it does doing it against the New York Jets, right? It's not just like, 300 yards or 300 yards. No, not all 300 yards are created equally. So they were number 1 in team DVOA. Why this matters? This is actually who the Saints have been for quite a while now. And to show that it is a direct correlator to success, the Saints have ranked first or second in team DVOA every year from 2017 through 2020. What have they done during that time? They have gone an NFL best 49-15. Okay, so it does matter. The 2018 Patriots were the only team in the past, I think, 5 years, something along those lines, that have won the Super Bowl that finished outside of the top 5 in DVOA. Jameis Winston, in this first game against the Packers, led all QBs in DVOA and expected points added. EPA, that's another stat that the analytics guys love. All this is like they try to take all the data in the NFL and they say, okay, like let's say you get the ball at the 50-yard line. You have a X percentage of chance of gaining this yards or scoring. How much do you outperform that expectation, right? So Jameis Winston dominated. He led the NFL, obviously, by a pretty wide margin. I mean, it does feel like a statistical outlier every game. But, again, why that's important is because the last 3 NFL MVPs have been the QBs that have led an EPA in Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Aaron Rodgers. So, I mean, hey, it's not crazy to say that Jameis Winston is the number 1 NFL MVP candidate right now, as we sit here going into week 2. There you go, dude.
Okay.
There we go, dude.
We
Let's
got
go.
there.
And how
on the
about this?
16th of September.
Here's a little fun fact. Marcus Williams, you think he was moving on that pick Sunday? Fastest recorded defender in the NFL on Sunday. My man hit 20.09 miles an hour during that pick return.
I believe it.
Saints
and
by
it was
100.
a hell of a play.
Saints by 100 over the Panthers on Sunday. Are you worried about a because okay, you know life in the NFL, obviously having played in there for so long. What is it like when you get one of these massive wins and then you come back and you're facing a team that, objectively speaking, has not been as good as you or is viewed as kind of one of the lower teams in the NFL?
Yeah, but hey, to your point earlier about the game tonight being a divisional opponent situation, you look at those games a little bit different. So It doesn't really matter which team you're playing. I mean, plenty of times we played the Raiders, but the Raiders were awful. But it was still like we knew, okay, it's the Raiders, it's a divisional game. They're going to be up for it. Doesn't matter where we're playing the game, all those type of things. I still think that plays out. It's kind of like a conference game in college. I mean, same thing. You know what I'm talking about, T. Like you'd be playing against Mississippi State and they'd be whatever their record was, and y'all would have a chance to make a run, right? And you still
Mississippi State was not the best example. LSU did beat them like 18 times in a row. So Mississippi State, I mean, we did almost lose.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Oh, okay,
like you still treated that game probably different than you would another team you beat 18 times in a row that wasn't in the conference.
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like Mississippi State was kind of cakewalk, even though we almost did lose. So we should have lost in Starkville objectively that one year. So you're right. Maybe it was our hubris that almost caused that loss, our own overlooking and pride. So you're saying that you think the Saints are not going to have any problem focusing in on the Panthers?
No. If they lose the game, it's not going to be because of focus.
Yeah.
That's not going to be it. Now, the Panthers are interesting because they won week 1 against a very bad football team.
Mm-hmm.
They did some nice things, but still only scored 19 points. And they've got so many weapons. You wonder are they trying to use too many of the weapons, right? You know what I'm saying? When you have so many people, it happens way more in college than it does in the NFL. But when you have so many weapons and you've got 3 receivers and you've got a tight end and you've got a back, you want to get all those people involved in the game plan sometimes, and then sometimes you stall because you're trying to do that. We saw them stall in a couple of drives. He does not. Joe, thank you. But hey, I know it's a sensitive subject for you right now.
Yeah, it's not Joe's fault. I'm taking out. I got a lot of misdirected anger. I'm kind of firing off on all cylinders.
But so this is a road game, but it doesn't really matter. Last week was a road game for the Saints as well. So that part of it, I don't really Unless that Panther that they showed in the mixed reality actually comes to life, I think they're going to be okay.
That thing was tight.
In the world, y'all, has T-Bob not brought that up already?
That thing was tight. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. I mean, how have we not talked about Saban's D's Nuts jokes yet? I mean, there's a lot of questions that have to be answered on today's show. It's literally one of the hottest stories in college football, and it dovetails perfectly with what we do on this show. And we haven't even brought it up yet. So, yeah, the content, there's a couple things that I missed. That's on me.
Was that before? Like, did we have that info when Flynn was here yesterday and we didn't
And we didn't talk about it, yes.
That's on us.
That's on us completely.
Well,
exactly.
you're the
Sometimes
host, so.
You got to put your hand up. Okay, that was a quick betrayal by you. You got to put your hand up. Like it's one of my favorite parts about football. Like, the quarterback throws an obviously bad pick, and he's like, yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Or, like, somebody gives up a bad sack. Oh, hey, that's on me. My bad. Like, yeah, we know, dude. We saw it.
My father-in-law.
Obviously, it ain't on me.
My father-in-law, who might be watching, he's in town. He was my high school football coach, and I can remember one of my really good friends dropped like a big pass in a big game, and he comes back to the sideline and goes, "That's on me, coach. That's my fault." And he goes, "Well, sure as hell wasn't my fault."
I mean, for real though.
We had to clown my guy.
Okay, so here's the thing that I love in this Saints-Panthers matchup. Certainly, the weapons of the Panthers are to be feared, but in Sam Darnold, you don't still know, like, is his career going to be resurrected in Carolina, or is he more of the same guy that he was in New York? I mean, I think he's going to be better. I don't think you can be worse than what you were in New York. I mean, it's not Sam Darnold's fault he got saddled with Adam Gase, maybe the worst coach ever. But this Saints defense looked so damn good. Now, I got questions right now. Marcus Davenport going to be out this week, so that hurts. What's Tannen Passanio's?
Yeah.
What's his availability? What is Lattimore's availability? So, like, those questions about the guys who play could maybe upset this, but you still got your full linebacking core. You get Bradley Roby in the mix this week, who seems very happy to be here. And so I just feel like this Saints defense is going to give Sam Darnold fits. And I feel like in areas where you are gaining advantages, right? Even if Winston has a very much more average come back to earth sort of game, I think Sam Darnold is really going to struggle against the Saints defense.
I do think we're getting a much better version of Sam Darnold for all the reasons that you said. Adam Gase, he was with me at one time, but it was more of a situation where it was Peyton's offense. I think we've all broken that down, right? And then he's been a head coach twice, and he's not been successful in either stop. And in fact, like you said, actually the players that he took over, their play got downgraded. So
Sam Darnold, when they get escape from him, it gets upgraded.
Exactly.
Like, look at
so Sam Darnold now probably is just like has a completely new view on life.
Yeah.
And how he can play. He saw it in game one. He did a couple of nice things. I think he had one rushing touchautown as well.
He did a little draw, a little classic Joe Brady draw.
So,
actually, classic Steve Ensminger draw. He used to love that thing.
Yeah, he did.
Back in the day.
So I think Sam Darnold's going to be much better than he was, but is it going to be enough? That's the big question. They do have offensive weapons. That's what we talked about so many times in the offseason. They got defensive weapons too, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem like it's come together.
Do the Saints win because Zach Strief made a Ted Lasso reference in the media?
Yes.
So another thing working against the Saints here this week, COVID outbreak among some of the staff.
Yeah, that's true too.
So normally, I know. Injuries are a little concerning. The COVID outbreak's a little concerning. Normally they have 12 offensive assistants and coaches. They were down to 4. Strief was one of the 4. That's what he was saying. He was like, it feels like Ted Lasso in here. Lasso, of course, what do you have? Like 2 or 3 assistants to manage an entire Premier League team or championship?
You haven't seen season 2. So in your mind, he's got 2.
Oh, okay. So maybe a couple new characters entering the mix here. But either way, Saints down to just 4 offensive coaches, not in quarantine. How much do you think that affects this game prep? I mean, this is a pretty veteran team.
I was about to say, you got pros, and
the culture is pretty rock solid.
Offensive coach is still there, Sean Payton.
Yes.
I mean, he's calling the plays. Obviously, he's got eyes in the sky during, like, hey, what did you see on that play? But I trust that he's going to be okay. Now, this is a game that's going to be a battle, I think. I mean, I truly think on the road against the Panthers, a team that's trying to figure out who they are, all those things.
Yeah, divisional, and every NFL game's a battle, really.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
I mean, you don't see 38-3. Like, that's why that was so just amazing, because you just don't see that in the NFL. So if the Saints can I feel like steal this one because all the things you mentioned, all the injuries, all the offensive assistants.
If they start 2-0 with how this schedule looked at the beginning and just how worrying a lot of the offseason looked and the cap squeeze and everything else, if they go out there and start 2-0, what a home run start to the season this would be. Also, obviously very important, NFC South matchup, right? This ain't like college. You ain't got to wait till week 3 or 4 for conference play to begin. We're getting right into it here. NFC South on NFC South versus the AR Panther. Very excited and continue to look at this game. I love this Bradley Roby quote. Quote, as soon as I heard that and heard the Saints, talking about being traded Saints, I was like, man, what a blessing. Because we're playing for something here. Then he kind of caught himself. It's not that Houston's not playing for anything. This is a different level right now, in my opinion. How good would it feel to get to go from the Houston Texans to literally the team that has won more games in the NFL than any other over the past 4 years?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, you're going from the outhouse to the penthouse. I mean, that's how – and everybody that plays for the Saints tells you how great the organization is.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out Bradley Roby. Welcome to the crew. Excited to see what he can do on Sunday. And look, now that Adebo played well, you actually feel like, okay, if Lattimore does miss, it's not a death sentence. Because Roby, if he's got the playbook and everything, maybe. How realistic is that Roby would be able to play Dennis Allen's scheme right now at a functional level, given that he's only been there for 2 weeks?
That's a veteran player. About 2 weeks is what you need.
Okay, cool.
I think about 2 weeks is what you need.
Because he kind
to
of
be able
got
to
his
get it.
built-in, like you said the other day, a lot of times a guy that first game, they'll be out, right? And then you'll bring him in that the next week.
Sometimes you'll sit out maybe 2. You'll be inactive maybe 2, but I feel like you can be coached up enough to be able to go out there. You're not going to play every single snap by any means, but you certainly can have 40% of the snaps in this game and feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, and we'll see what Roby can do. I'm excited. I also want to see just Adebo in another game, right? Like, is this an outlier? Was it just a kind of first time, kind of beginner's luck sort of deal, or is he going to be really good? All right, let's go to break, and when we get back, more football talk. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to Donaldsonville Glass and Body, DonaldsonvilleGlassandBody.com. Remember, you get in an accident, the insurance company cannot tell you where to go. The police cannot tell you who gets the tow. The answer to both is DG&B. And look, they've been at it since 1977, y'all.
77.
Math. How long is that? At least 40 years. 43 years, I think. 44 years. Wow. Unbelievable. Look at you.
I just saw smoke coming from your eyeballs. Long time.
Point is, a long time, okay? And you don't make it 44 years unless your customers are consistently satisfied, which I'm a repeat customer. I've been going to DG&B for years now, man, and I love it. And the body shop, just simply put, is second to none. DonaldsonGlassandBody.com.
Yeah, had a big truck throw up a big rock in my windshield yesterday.
Oh, my God, dude. So annoying.
Got a chip in the new windshield, but
So
I'm not going to panic. Donaldsonville Glass and Body can take care of it. Remember, full replacement or just fixing a chip, they can do all of that. DGBauto.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start. And we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from eTel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Yo, Jake here for Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic, the place that's going to be convenient for you during an inconvenient time. Look, you hear me talk about my 4 boys all the time, and sometimes things like stitches, well, they happen. And in fact, they have. And Patient Plus is always taking care of us, just like they'll do the same for you. And now with 7 convenient locations across the Baton Rouge area, open from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., 7 days a week. And also at patientplusuc.com, you can sign up for your appointment on the way to the clinic. That's Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic. Get in and get better.
Front to Back Boat Service has been family owned and operated for 30 years. And the Sherman family is NMEA certified. That's the National Marine Electronics Association at Front to Back. They are committed to improving the safety and technology of marine electronics through installer training, interface standards. And look, the fall and the winter, it's the perfect time to do that yearly maintenance you've been putting off. Get those parts you've been wanting. So schedule your appointment today at Front to Back, North Airway off of Airline Highway.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Join us for a Thursday edition of Hunt and Hill. It's a big one. Tom Hart will be on the call for Tigers and Chippewas. He'll join us. We'll have a throwback Thursday, and are we still alive in NFL Survivor? All that Thursday, noon to 2, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Got Coach Sean Hudson coming up here in a few minutes. So for once, we'll probably do about a 5-minute segment here, and we'll give us a little more time at the end of the hour.
All right, T-Bob, since we've only got a short segment here, I want to be able to ask you these questions. You ready to go?
Oh, I didn't.
And you don't even know what I'm asking.
Unexpected. This is not on the document. We did not talk about this.
Do you think Pro Football Focus has as the highest rated pass blocker for the LSU offensive line? If you had to guess. Minimum 20 snaps.
Minimum of 20 snaps. Highest rated pass blocker. I am going to go with Liam Shanahan.
Chasen Hines. Chasen Hines graded out at 76%. 21 pass plays he's been involved in. So
he barely makes
He didn't
even pop into my head because I didn't even
barely
know
makes
if he
the
had
cut. Now,
reach that threshold.
To your point, it's a good guess. Liam Shanahan actually graded out at 76% with 97 snaps played.
So, like, Liam
Shanahan
is the winner.
Cam Wire, 75.8%, 32 snaps played. Xavier Hill, 73%, 44 snaps played.
Shout out Hill.
Anthony Bradford, 73%, 36 snaps played. Austin Deculus, only 72.5%, 54 snaps played. Josh Williams, by the way, is the top pass blocker for LSU. He's only been in 10 times running back, and he's 82%. So it's actually a pretty good percentage for running backs. In comparison, Ty Davis-Price, 27 snaps, 72% in pass protection.
Yeah, not having a single guy in the 80s is very concerning. Not hard to understand, given how the protectors look this year. And that also means that most of these guys have to be in the 60s.
Ed Ingram, 97 snaps, 71%.
Okay.
So he just makes it out of the 60s. Marlon Martinez, 43 pass protection snaps, 66%. Charles Turner, 70 snaps, 56%. Is his grade from Pro Football Focus.
What was the
Marcus Dumerville, 3 snaps, 0%.
You can argue about
that's not great.
You can argue about PFF grades not being like 100% accurate, but they're in the range, right? Like they're not missing so hard that they're not in the range at all. And while none of that is surprising, it's concerning. I mean, what's the worst grade you ever got after a football game? I remember mine. It was that horrible, horrible Florida game in Tiger Stadium. I think we lost 14-3. At one point, we had the ball on the 3-yard line and couldn't even score to start a drive. I think I graded out like a 60-something. And quite literally, after film, I was peeing in the bathroom. And I cried to myself alone because of how horrible of a performance it was. And I hated Florida forever. After that, I got an ultimate revenge on Florida. It felt great. But, like, it was the worst game ever played. The reason why I bring that up is because my grade was in the range where these guys are week in and week out. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good at all.
No, it's not good. You want to continue to the run blocking percentages?
Oh, God. Do I? I know.
I mean, we have to.
No.
That's what we're supposed to do here.
Okay.
Also, Liam Shanahan's graded out as the best run blocker. The only problem is it's at 70%. That's the top. Chasen Hines comes in number 2, 68.4%. Xavier Hill comes in at number 3, 64.3%. Ed Ingram, same, 64.3%. Cam Wire, 63.1% on 44 run attempts. Marlon Martinez, 60.4% on 72 run attempts. Now you've got some guys in Cardell Thomas, he only has 2. Marcus Dumerville only has 8. Deculus in 68 run attempts, 57%. Anthony Bradford in 45 run attempts, 53.5%. And Charles Turner in 107 snaps running the football, 28 at left tackle, 8 at center, and 71 at right tackle. He's graded out at 49.2%.
Bro, you played UCLA at McNeese. And I just described being so heartbroken by letting down my teammates like Saron Black and other veterans that I literally cried in a bathroom when I graded in the 60s. And the entire line's in the 60s. After UCLA at McNeese. It's horrifying.
That's bad.
This should come with like a not safe for life tag. Like when you're on Reddit and they have a video of somebody dying, you have to tag it not safe for life. Like, that's what this should be. Okay, we gotta talk about something positive. Let's just change the subject. Let's go to, I think we should go to commercial break and then just come back with Coach Sean Hudson because this is heartbreaking.
Sorry, T. I thought you'd enjoy knowing the numbers, but I think it's upset you.
Well, it just brings it into stark relief, right? Just how abysmal it's been. And I knew that. I mean, right? So I do feel vindicated, and, my whole take that, like, you could cut up those run plays and put them online to be the worst run blocking montage ever. Like, well, the numbers. Would agree.
And I am surprised Liam Shanahan's the highest graded in both pass blocking and run blocking.
I'm going to say I'm not too surprised there because a little bit of that, and, granted, playing myself here. Yeah, it's playing center, right? Yeah. I mean, you have the most combo blocks. Yeah. Like it's an easier bar to win in your reps.
You've got 2 bodyguards.
Yeah. Whew, boy. All right, let's go to break. And we'll talk to somebody that is very good and very dominant right now, and that is Coach Sean Hudson, coach of the LSU soccer team, ranked 6th in the nation. Open up play tomorrow. Let's keep it locked.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to GEAUXroof.com, GEAUXroof.com. 927-8300 is the number, 927-8300. If your roof is as leaky as the LSU offensive line, chances are it needs some major repairs. So why don't you go ahead and get that free professional estimate from Go Roof. You call them up, 927-8300, or go to the website. They come out to your home. Really easy. Line up a time. And, again, it is a free professional estimate to let you know exactly where you stand. And then once the work begins, everybody's licensed, bonded, and insured. And how about standing by your work? They offer a 2-year workmanship guarantee on top of the manufacturer warranty. So anything goes wrong, you have peace of mind before, during, and after. And look, if insurance covers it, it's a big job. Great. If not, they will work with you to find monthly payment options, right? The bottom line is they just want your roofing needs taken care of, and you'll get a beautiful new roof every shingle time. Roof's up. GoRoof.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge. Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust poll of the day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, Hunt and Hill, The Early Line. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the poll of the day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
If you're in an accident, a car accident, a slip and fall where you're injured, you need to call an attorney. The defendant insurance company, it's their goal to close the case as quickly as possible and pay out the least amount of money as possible. That's why it's important to call an attorney and call the law office of O.C. Brown.
At the law office of O.C. Brown, we're a family-owned firm. We want to be your law firm for a lifetime.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Coming up on a Thursday edition of Early Line, we let the dogs out and give you some underdog picks for Week 2 in the NFL and Week 3 in college football. Plus, we preview Thursday night football between the Giants and the football team. Early Line, 2 p.m., 104.5 ESPN.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome in to OTB. Closing out the hour with LSU soccer coach, Coach Sean Hudson, the coach of the team with the highest ever ranking in 27 years of soccer here at LSU, 6th in the nation. Coach Hudson, 731 win percentage, the highest ever, again, in school history. Coach, I bring these up. I know coaches get allergic to stuff like this. Y'all don't like it. I bring this up because I got to ask you, going in SEC play here, you're so hot. You're playing dominant football right now. Are you worried about what Sean Payton and Saints called kind of eating the cheese, or Nick Saban calls rat poison? Are you worried about your team handling this unprecedented success?
No, don't let any coach tell you they don't like it. We love winning.
That's fair.
No, just eye on the prize, right? One game at a time. Looking forward to the match tomorrow and getting out there and keeping the run going.
Hey, Coach, I want to know kind of what the biggest difference has been. Obviously, when you take this program over, I mean, the world was kind of all over the place with everything we had to deal with COVID. And that fall of 2020, you're trying to figure some things out. But then you come back in the spring of 2021 this year, and you're playing much better. And you certainly continue that form that you're in here in this season so far. So what's been kind of the biggest change from fall of 2020 until the run you've been on last spring and now here?
I think just getting in a rhythm, understanding the expectations, the tactical expectations, the cultural piece off the field. But, there's just so much change in the world last year. And when we first got here, we were managing a lot of different elements of that, and getting into the spring, a little bit more consistency and a little more understanding of what we wanted. And now we're just in a groove, just ready to roll. Got a good rhythm, got some great momentum. So I think change can be hard. We just needed time. So.
And Coach, when you look at the season, it's just been incredible thus far. Took 19 games last year to hit 21 goals, 21 goals already in just 6 this year. You kind of touched on some of the changes that have taken place. Now you're preparing to enter SEC play. What does Mississippi State bring to bear tomorrow night in LSU Soccer Stadium?
Well, I think first and foremost, the SEC is the most competitive conference in the country. You're in for a dogfight every game. I think they are going to be very organized. They'll defend more than likely in a low block, make things difficult for us in terms of breaking them down. But they'll be really competitive. James has done a great job there. They'll be really physical, so we've got to compete first and foremost, earn the right to play, and then once we have the ball, make the most of it, get into the attack, get lots of numbers in the box, and create chances. And we've done a great job putting the ball in the back of the net this season. So, we're certainly looking to continue on that. That's what we're working on this morning at training. Want to excite the fans that come out. So come watch us banging a few goals tomorrow night. Heck yeah. You have also done an excellent job of keeping it out of the back of the net, much in part due to Molly Swift. She's already taken home national awards this year. What does it do kind of for your defensive confidence, really the team's confidence as a whole, when you have a keeper playing in the form like Molly Swift is currently? Yeah, Swifty, she obviously got some huge awards a couple of weeks ago, and, I think that's just testament to her performance level. She's exceptional with her feet. She gives us the ability to play through her on the attacking side of the ball. And then she's just come up with some unbelievable saves for us this year. So, she's really confident. I think the back line has such a huge amount of trust in her. And, I think everything that we're doing at the moment on the attacking side of the ball just starts with that foundation that we have, in defense.
Hey, Coach, real quick, I did want to ask you, you had such a long road trip, and in that road trip, you had games against so many ranked teams, and you went from coast to coast, basically, Florida to Arizona. What's the one thing you think that you learned about your team on that road trip that maybe you didn't know before?
I think resilience. We talk a lot about resilience. We had a lot of things happen on that trip. Obviously the hurricane and, everything that's happening here in Louisiana. We had buses breaking down on the way to the game. Wow. Couldn't get home, flights canceled. So there's a lot of different components, that we had to overcome. But I think the team has just shown an unbelievable level of resilience at the moment. And anytime we face adversity, we conceded the fastest goal in school history against ASU in 38 seconds. And I think a minute later, we had the ball in the back of their net. So, that's great to see. Any coach will tell you, adversity is going to come, and it's how you face it that matters most.
And however I face my adversity, I'm going to be doing it in style, Coach. We have on our LSU scarves on right now with the beautiful new crest, Tiger Eye on one side. Cannot wait to wear it to some games this year. Coach, any message to the fans on the way out here as of tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at home here in Baton Rouge, 6th-ranked team in the nation?
Yeah, we have one of the best teams in the country at the moment. We know we have the best fans in the country. Pack it at LSU Soccer Stadium tomorrow. 150 free scarves, first people through the gate. Let's make it a great atmosphere. Let's go beat those Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Let's go. Coach Sean Hudson, cannot wait. Also going to be on SEC Network. Earn that right tomorrow. First kick set for 7:05 p.m. Broadcast starts at 7, but go out. Again, look how beautiful these scarves are, y'all. First 150, you get it free. Coach, I know you have to go to practice right now at 8 a.m. Okay, so go do your thing, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yep, go Tigers.
Yes,
Tigers.
man. Let's
Coach.
go. Coach Sean Hudson. Jake, one of your neighbors, I believe, right? Yeah.
Her son plays on the flag team.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. So we got the NN. Love it, man.
Yeah, and good player. He's a good player.
Really?
Oh, he's really
got some speed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my man plays on like 7 different soccer teams and flag football.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Does he know how to use his hands, though?
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't matter. At 5 years old, doesn't matter.
No, this is the 8-year-old team, so it's starting to matter a little
people
bit.
do throw the ball a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, our 5-year-old quarterback's terrible. Flynn.
Look at this scarf. First 150 get it. Not only is it really comfortable, like, look, so you got the tiger eye on one side with, what does it say, pride and passion?
And pride, yeah.
And then the other side, LSU, with the beautiful new crest on either end. No Toonses to be found, though. Whatever. I'm not a Toonses hater.
Yes, you should be.
But no Toonses. You shouldn't be a hater. It's okay to like this better, but also be like, Toonses was of a time.
Nah.
Hour 2 coming up next. OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to Ochsner.org today. Ochsner.org today. Look, you got to understand something. Every level of athletics, which are always in need of orthopedics, trust Ochsner. Okay, Ochsner are the official medical providers to the LHSAA. They work in concert with the LHSAA and providing and always developing the latest and most advanced medical guidelines to keep your kids safe throughout the state. They have colleges throughout the state. Dr. Burnham goes to Southern everywhere they go. They have the Saints and the Pelicans, okay? The Ochsner Performance Center, where the Saints, the professional athletes go and get better. So if you are looking for top-notch professional orthopedic care, why would you not go check out Ochsner? They got the Grove here in Baton Rouge. They got great facilities in New Orleans with the best doctors, the best physical therapists. Maybe it's surgery, maybe it's not. The point is they will maximize your health, your recovery, get your quality of life back. Go to Ochsner.org today.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big V and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7 The Tiger.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Le posso offrire un caffè? Le posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
Call Mr. Electric today for electrical repairs, upgrades, and installations.
Callahan Injury Lawyers.
Good morning, everybody. It's 8 a.m. on Thursday, September 16th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect to see cloudy skies with a high of 82 and a lot of rain. In case you missed hour one of the show, you can now catch that up at the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. Coming up on OTB, presented by All-Star Toyota, LSU executive chef Michael Johnson joins the show at 8:30 for some munchies, and we'll talk with Rhett Lewis at the NFL Network at 9:30. You can follow today's show on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, or watch us live on YouTube for new content posted every day. You can also check us out on Cox Sports Television. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let we go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo.
Yo. What up, y'all? Welcome back. OTB, hour number 2. Very excited. T-Bob, Jake, Mari, and Danny hanging out with you today. Bilbo with a tier list suggestion. The NCAA Tiger mascots. Here's the deal. Tier list is an off-season thing, obviously, right?
Yeah, it's fair.
Naturally, we've evolved that way. Everybody's passion for the tier list has died. Now that football season has arrived. We already have very busy Fridays. I mean, we have a lot of champagne to drink on Fridays.
A lot of beers.
Rivers comes in. Then we have the Degeneration Dome, which is kind of the main thing for that last hour. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this time to make a public announcement. We'll bring back tier lists after football season.
Okay.
That makes sense for everybody involved. And that way we're not doing ideas that we're not as passionate about or just like we started to fall off by the end. The science started to get sloppy.
What about tailgate food?
I
don't think we've ever done that.
We never did do that, Danny, but okay, maybe we'll still allow for the occasional tier list because
this is already bad.
That could be a good one. That's some ripe scientific ground to be covered there, Daniel. That's a good idea. But mainly it will not be weekly again until after the football season ends. There's too much to break down on these football Fridays. Garrett Oliver asking me, have I had the Skyline chili yet? I have not. I'm still baking it in the car. I want to let it age a little more, kind of get a little fermentation process going.
Yeah.
And once I feel it is aged appropriately, then I'm going to make traditional Skyline chili, however they make it. Well, I need like spaghetti noodles and, right?
Cheese.
Isn't that what they do? And then just like shredded cheese?
I almost said a bad word. A lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese.
Why did I almost say that?
Crap ton of cheese.
Yeah, like what? Of all the things I could cuss at, like the thing, like looking at these grades, and Skyline almost got it out of me.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah. So Jake is deep in a
I got to get out.
We were just rewatching some plays from this weekend to see how these grades came about, and you know what? That's what they say about the eye in the sky. It doesn't lie, and lo and behold, it looked just as bad today as it did when I watched the film on Sunday.
It's real truthful right now.
Yeah, and it's real.
When you get the end zone copy, though, T, when you start to watch the end zone copy, and T-Bob obviously played offensive line at a high level, and he knows what a combo block is supposed to look like, and I, as a running back, know what a combo block is supposed to look like and what I'm supposed to be reading. And when you can't tell who to read, because you've got guys on the ground, you've got guys with their numbers to the sidelines, and you've got tackles having to take two guys with one arm because their guard that they're supposed to combo with to work up to the other player is on the ground.
A lot of cut blocks going on the backside as well.
Stop cutting.
And they're not good cut blocks to begin with, but you're against McNeese. Like, to me, and I know this because I fell back on this. When I was overly cut blocking, it's because I was not confident against who I was going against, right?
Completely.
Like every now and then it's appropriate and every now and then it works out, but there's way too much of it on the backside right now. And they're not even doing it with great technique where you're aiming for the hip, so you're hitting the thigh and you're actually taking their legs out. There's a lot of aiming for the thigh, hitting the shin and not affecting the person at all. And then you're just flopping around on the ground like incredible Mr. Limpet.
Like I said, like a beached well, but
yeah,
you're only supposed to cut. Like if a player is someone that you know physically that you have a mismatch against.
Yeah, like he's just going to run you over.
I was never, ever, ever, ever going to stay up with James Harrison. Just wasn't going to happen. Just was not going to happen. I know my limitations, and he would have like picked me up and moved me to the side. Okay? Sometimes you'll do it in that aspect. Sometimes if a guy is so fast and quick and you know you can't get a good shot on him when you're blocking a safety, if it's a boss play, probably going to throw at him a little bit in open space because of how talented he is. You see linemen do it on screens all the time. Or if
it's built into the play sometimes.
It's built into the play sometimes. Or if you're maybe helping out, say you're running a stretch and you're helping out the tight end and you give a really hard hand to the tight end on the defensive end and you're late getting to your backer or your safety and you, because of timing, have to cut, that's okay as well because you're in open space. You helped your tight end seal the edge, and so your back's behind you. You don't have time to stay up, so you throw. And even if you don't get him on the ground, when you throw in that situation, it's okay because you affected the defender enough where the running back can run past you.
Throwing at linebackers on the second level is fine. It can be a little hard in space sometimes. Like that's acceptable. On the backside of the line of scrimmage, it is not, especially against McNeese. Yeah. There was too much of it against UCLA as well, but especially against a team that you should be or are physically superior to. It's just not good. And somebody asking, is that on Brad Davis? I mean, it's tough to say. He's so new here. You don't have a lot of time to coach technique. And he's dealing with young guys that hadn't really played. But, like.
Did your coach, I don't remember a coach, like the only time he talked about cutting is if you did it too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he never was like, hey, cut, unless.
Well, like I was saying, in terms of being built in, if you are doing like a bubble screen or something and you're the tackle, you have to make sure the defensive end's hands are on
down.
you. So you dive on their legs so they have to deal with you. Again, on the second level, it's generally more acceptable. But if you miss, it's an all-in affair and you completely lose the rep. If you stay up, sure, the guy may kind of get around you, but you can still kind of affect him enough. So, yeah, only if you're doing too much. I have to imagine. Yeah, and Arkansas can block, to Cortland's Jacob point. I have to imagine that Brad Davis is seeing this on film and chewing them out. This felt like, because it was worse in the McNeese game, so it does feel like young players who weren't confident in themselves trying to kind of take the easy way out and go for the cut.
It wasn't just offensive linemen either. I mean, you saw some tight ends with some of the things that we're talking about as well. So it's more than just one position group right now because run game has to do with so many positions. The receivers have to do their job as well on the outside. Certainly the backs have to read their keys. Certainly the tight ends have to work in unison with the offensive line. That's the problem when you turn on the tape is you just don't see that. Like you don't see that unison that it takes to be a very effective running team. And the combo blocks have to be 100% better. Not like a little better, T. Like they've got to improve 100% because right now you've got one guy taking both guys by himself. You've got the other guy with his numbers turned to the sideline, which you cannot be good in a combo block if you do so. And then you've got the guy who's got two guys not being able to get up on his linebacker. So that linebacker is free, and he's meeting your running back in the hole. Like I was talking about the running backs, but as I watch this tape and I really start to break down the end zone copy, I don't really know where you want them to go.
No, I don't know.
Like I don't know where you want them to run because there's not space there. And that's why you see a lot of 2-yard runs because you have backs just having to put their head down and run into an unblocked defender. Okay,
Bro,
so
they had 4 yards before contact against UCLA. What are the running backs supposed to do? And again, my main takeaway from the film review on Sunday night was all about the offensive line technique. And the reason why that was even more stark than it was against UCLA was because you had the young guys in. The young guys who, again, ever since we've seen them against Vanderbilt last year, have been a major red flag. And unfortunately continue to be so. Hats on the wrong side, like helmets not on the right side of blocks, like you said, flipping your hips vertical so that you're creating just rush lanes, so there's no combo integrity, the cuts. There's no real strength at the point of attack, which is shocking. Just like very soft. Like nobody's popping anyone. Nobody's hitting anyone. And then not playing that low either. Like standing up.
And you got some guys, and I love if you can cross-train your offensive linemen, but you also have some guys that are playing a little bit out of position. I mean, I think we talked about that enough last week. Like you have guys that came here for a certain role and they're having to do another role. Some of that's because the guy that was signed to do that role has not stepped up.
Okay, that's fair. In Charles Turner's defense, he's supposed to be center, not playing offensive tackle. That's insane.
He's playing right tackle, yeah.
He shouldn't be playing tackle.
He was playing left tackle against UCLA at times, right? So some of it has to do with that. But that, again, that's the guys that were signed to take that spot have not taken that spot. In fact, they haven't even come close because when you have a makeshift offensive line like LSU had to run out there against McNeese and you're still not in that rotation, what's that say about how you are as a player right now?
A lot of people in the chat right now missing old Slinger. Never know what you have till it's gone. No, granted, he's still an analyst.
He's actually chatted with Slinger on the sideline last game.
He's not gone. What is Slinger saying about everything?
Well, he said, "Hey, big dummy."
Okay, so things that could potentially get better. Certainly, you would imagine these young guys, now they're finally getting in-game action.
Yeah.
And they're watching this film, and they're clearly seeing this is what you're doing wrong. You would hope that Brad Davis would be able to get that fixed somewhat. I do think if LSU gets back to or gets to offensively, like you were saying, Jake, more tempo, stop the look to the sideline crap, just make a call and stick with it. The look to the sideline crap is not working, not because it's inherently flawed, again, because it's not accomplishing what you want it to. You're not outflanking the defense. Everybody's still having MAs. You're not giving guys like Flynn talked about. You're not giving the quarterback and the line time to really assess the defense either. Because all of a sudden you're getting the call and there's 3 seconds left in the play clock and you're having to make a quick call and go. And with this personnel group, that's just not going to fly. Okay, they're just not experienced enough, it appears like, to be able to do that. So make a call, stick with it. Yeah, well, you get burned a couple times because they're in the right play? Absolutely. But that just is what it is. That's the lesser of two evils versus the overthinking and the clunky plotting nature of the offense right now. So there are very clear goals for this LSU team tomorrow. Like normally a Central Michigan game would not hold this much interest. Now, I don't know if I'm fully there with everyone else yet on how much of a threat Central Michigan is to LSU. It's certainly a way bigger threat than you would have assumed preseason, right? I mean, I have no doubt about that. But I still think LSU's going to handle their business. But like normally this is just hey, let's have fun, let's relax, let's drink, and just whatever. This is now a game where, no, I am going to be kind of watching with a laser focus and looking for very specific growth points on the offense, and that's better technique from the O-line, a faster pace of play, and then taking shots downfield.
Yeah, you've got to do the things that you just did not do well in the first 2 weeks. I mean, that goes without saying, and you have to give more looks, which they did from week 1 to week 2 in the run game. You got to continue to do that because if you know you have a problem at a position, you know this, well, you have to help that position group as much as you can. And if blocking interior zone is not their strength, well, what do? You don't run it. Yeah. And if you do run it, it's because the team's certainly not expecting it to come. Maybe you get on the edges. Maybe you run some stretch. Maybe you run all the different things that we've talked about so many times throughout the last 2 weeks.
Why isn't Max Johnson pulled it?
That's also something that...
But a lot of times, is it even a well, go on.
No. I'm saying that's also something that I'm very curious about because when you ran him 18 times against Florida, and some of it was actually a pass call that he turned it into a run, which is fine. But when you did that, you only had TJ Finley behind him, right?
Yeah.
Like Miles was hurt in that game as well. I realize you only have Garrett Nussmeier behind Max, but if you want the best version of Max, you've got to go back to allowing him to be what he was a year ago.
Like there's been too many times this year where on zone read, the unblocked end that you are reading is making the tackle. That's the wrong read.
Right down the line.
Right down the line. That's what I'm saying. If he's crashing down like that, you got to pull it. Or if it's an RPO, you have to throw it. And you just haven't seen any element of that. Like, that was why the zone read, one of the core reasons why it was so effective in 19 on top of everything else, which, whatever, will we ever escape the magnetism of 19? But it's because Burrow was a threat to pull and a threat to run. Even go back to 18 and the Texas A&M game, where it was Burrow's legs were used to incredible effect. Like, yeah, there's no coddling of Max Johnson. You don't have the luxury of playing conservative with your quarterback right now or being safe. You have to try to bring every piece of attack that you have to bear.
Piece.
Yeah, exactly. So,
every single piece.
And if you have to go to Nuss, you got to go to Nuss. Whatever. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can't. What's the old saying? Can't leave any bullets in the chamber. I mean, you just can't.
No, they
not at this point. And that's why this week is so important.
And everybody's coaching for their jobs. Unfortunately, that is just the reality of the situation. And it sucks, and I empathize because all these coaches, we got a lot of new coaches, but they move from across the country, and it's got to be a horrible feeling to now all of a sudden you got to go home to your family, and they're looking at you like, are we going to have to move again? Are we going to have to do this or that? That is a horrible feeling, right? And so I hope that they can get it fixed, and maybe they will. It's just hard from some of the personnel limitations to see it happening. We'll see, though. That's why you play the games. All right, when we get back, talk more football. Then we got Munchies coming up at 8:30. If you want to get your Munchies questions in, start to get them in. We'll start to log them. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com, All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Look at that excellent graphic, man. What a pretty-looking Toyota. I mean, if you ever seen me
beautiful, Clark,
riding around town, you see me in that mom mobile, the murdered out mini mom gang. Join me in the MVG. Or look, maybe you want a Corolla, Camry, Tundra, Tacoma. And when you're talking about Toyota, Jake, Japanese engineering don't mess around. You're talking about vehicles that last over time, retain their value. In fact, if you are looking to sell your old vehicle and get a new one, All-Star Toyota wants to buy, you'll get an excellent deal. So look, whether you're looking to rent, buy, whatever, All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge has it all.
Yeah, you're right about Toyotas and the value that they hold and the resale value of that. And now is the perfect time to test those waters. Go ahead and trade that vehicle in, get you a new vehicle over at All-Star. T-Bob laid out the fleet. They've got it all. No matter what your needs are, no matter what that lifestyle calls for, you're going to be happy over at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
We opened up the playbook and expanded our coverage. Listen daily in high definition on 98.1 HD2. We are 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big V and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7, The Tiger.
Service Mastery Elite create clean, disinfected work environments.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Thursday's AFR, presented by the Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana. Ryan Clark joins us. We'll chat Saints with Mike Triplett. Hopefully you join us as well. 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN, Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Patrick Vines asks, T-Bob, always hear that a couple of mindless run blocks to start a game, get your guys settled and comfortable. True. Start with a couple of easy runs. You just drive the guy in front. I don't know. I feel like any play, really, once you start, you're just good to go. And, there's no great difference if you start with, horn boss or just zone. I don't know. I don't know if I ever felt anything along those lines. Also, with how you've been blocking just your base rushing attacks, I don't know if 2 runs to start the game is the best strategy. Because that feels like 3rd and 8 off the bat, which is a bad place to be. But
all right, so this week is going to be very crucial in how you set up your run game for the rest of the season. All right, you're looking to roll out a new kind of guy in Corey Kiner, who we saw last week, and he played with the ones certainly, but I think he gets more time with that group to see what he can do. He's a different back than TDP. I don't know what their plan is for Josh Williams in camp. He at times was the number 1 back, but he hasn't seemed like that so far here on this early season, right? So you're going to get Trey Bradford back, but he's definitely more of a pass catcher, scat back type than anybody else. So we'll see. We'll see if it changes. We'll see what they do with Kiner. They ran more outside zone with Kiner than inside zone, which I'll take that. I will take it. They allowed him to stretch the field, cut it for a touchdown. Just something. It's got to be something different. It's got to play to your strengths, which right now you don't have a lot. I understand that. But you've got to try to coach off a offensive line group that's struggling right now.
Paul Pollard asking if they've run any screens yet. Off the top of my head, there's maybe been a couple. But again, a lot of has there been? I think I remember one for sure because I remember
got a lot of nows. And if you, some people put nows in
what do
the
you call
screen
it now?
group. Just slot receiver, turn around, catch it. Outside receiver is blocking man on, and maybe you'll pull the tackle for the alley defender.
Yeah. The O-line looks lost in space a lot of times, though. So I don't know if screens are going to be the most effective play calls necessarily. A lot of people are talking about sloppy joes in the huddle.
Ooh, sloppy joes.
I love sloppy
Extra
joes.
sloppy.
I love sloppy joes.
What do you put on your sloppy joe?
It's one of my favorite meals.
I like mustard on
ever.
sloppy joe.
My wife makes really. Probably pretty good.
It's good.
I have very specific. I like a sloppy joe with a
out
craft
of a
craft
can?
single. No. She makes her own sloppy joe, whatever it is, right? I mean, I think it's got a lot of ketchup and brown sugar, right? That's why it's so good.
So.
But the point is, for whatever reason, I don't want real cheese. I don't want anything. I don't need any me, a guy who can be very fancy and artisanal at times, kind of like Danny. I don't want real cheese with my sloppy joes.
I like that red
want
onion on there, though.
a simple craft single. And yeah, I would take a red onion.
You want a craft?
Put a craft single piece
probably
of cheese
not cheese
on
but
every
doesn't
single.
matter.
Does not matter.
Take it out that plastic
Yes.
sleeve and slap it on there.
Yes, dude, melt that thing on there. Choo, with a good potato bun. Damn, dude, I might need sloppy joes tonight. I think my meal for tonight may have just been made up. What do you want to say, Danny?
I'll say every time I think of sloppy joe, I think of the Chris Farley skit with Adam Sandler.
Lunch Lady?
Lunch Lady, yeah.
Oh, okay. I always think of Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yeah. It's obvious. That's kind of the chalk there. So a nice underrated pull there by you, Daniel. Even though you are volunteering me for something I did not agree to, which is eat Skyline chili out of my shoe if we get to 100 likes. I think Danny should have to do it since he feels so comfortable in volunteering people for challenges.
It is funny, like with the content stuff and we give away stuff. Like I gave away like a Madden code. I'm going to get my guy Mark Cumby a sweatshirt. You're going to eat chili out of a shoe, apparently. All these things like we're having to do, but it's Danny typing them inside the Bayou 4 chat, and Danny doesn't do you know what. Mario is available as well, Danny. Use Mario.
I appreciate Danny. I appreciate your commitment. I appreciate your commitment to getting the likes up. I really do. But if we get to 200 likes today, you have to eat Skyline chili out of a shoe. That's an executive
200 likes,
decision.
I'll do it.
Okay, 200
likes. Danny will eat Skyline chili out of any shoe.
Well, I don't want to put chili in these shoes. These are good shoes.
Hey, I'll find an old shoe.
Okay, if you got an old shoe,
I've got plenty of boys.
But one that you're wearing, you have to wear it through the show, and then he has to eat it.
Okay.
So you can bring a change of shoes for after the show, but you have to wear it during the 3-hour show, and then Danny will slop some Skyline chili in there, and you're going to have to eat it.
200 likes, I'll do it.
Okay, there we go.
All right, we're at 219 viewers, so if you're watching us right now, go ahead and like it. And if we get to 200, how about this? If we get to 200, Danny's got to do that, and I'll give away a PlayStation Madden code.
Okay, there we go.
200
PlayStation
likes.
Madden code, and Danny has to eat Skyline chili out of a used shoe. I love this. All right, this worked out perfectly. A lot of people tell me if I use cheese on a sloppy Joe that I'm doing it wrong. Absolutely not. When has adding cheese to anything ever been wrong? Just answer me that. When have you ever taken a bite of food and been like, man, I wish cheese wasn't on this?
Let's throw this out there. So I had a roommate when I first got to LSU that put cheese on his peanut butter and jellies.
Okay. Weird, but I would try it.
Okay.
I would try it. I would try it because I've never eaten anything with cheese and been like, man, I wish there wasn't cheese on this.
All right.
Think about it. It's almost like a universal topping in a way.
It was Dougie Fresh, Doug Blanchard, Catholic High. He used to put cheese on his peanut butter and jelly.
But I love cheese.
And
I used to love the spray cheese out of the can. I used to go crazy for it. I used to cover
with better cheddars.
I don't know why I would do this, but like certainly like on a Ritz cracker, everything else.
No, good double cheese.
Just go straight in your mouth. But I used to cover my hand in it. I would trace the outline of my hand fully in cheese and then lick it all off. No idea why. I have no idea why. Dude, it seems so gross.
Dude, are you Ted Bundy?
What? I don't know, dude. It was when I was like 9, 10, 11 years old, because I have very vivid memories of we're at UNC basketball camp, and we used to just stock up on the cheese whiz. What's it called? Why am I blanking right now? When it's out of the can, is it cheese whiz?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we would stock up on it, and yes, I would just trace my entire hand and. Which, I'm a kid. I'm not washing my hands like I should be washing them, guaranteed. And almost maybe. I don't know though. Probably not great for my gut health, but probably not bad for my immune system, right? Right? You take it in that much cheesy fecal matter, chances are your stomach's going to be pretty ironclad.
I don't know, T. Ooh, that's weird.
It's weird. It is weird. Objectively weird.
We're about to have back-to-back food segments. We didn't mean for that to happen.
It's one of those situations. It's like the video I showed you of Brett Kirshner and what's his name dying laughing the other day because he drinks a gallon of Kool-Aid a day. It's like sometimes you don't know how weird things are until you kind of until you get an outside view on them.
Yeah. And you called me out about how much coffee I drink a day.
Yes, a lot of very sweet coffee.
Yeah,
about 40 ounces.
Yeah,
it's impressive. And again, it's kind of like the Kool-Aid thing where like people see that giant thermos that you have, and it looks like a I don't know, like a Hydro Flask, something, right? Like it looks like you have like water in it. It's probably very healthy. Wow, look at all the water this guy drinks. So healthy.
Yeah, it's coffee.
And no, it is like sweet milk.
Yeah.
Essentially. Damn. John Solo, I'll pay y'all to keep the Madden code to yourself. Look, granted, Madden, not in a great spot right now. Okay,
really?
I get it. Well, it's just,
That's all we have. We don't have college
exactly.
to play.
They have
so.
and that's the problem on multiple. They have no incentive to improve.
Yeah.
There's nobody else with the NFL license. There's no longer a 2K competitor. They have no incentive to improve. They can just continue turning in. But our boy Jake Hester's in the game. So come on, dude. We got to support it.
Yeah.
We got to support it this year.
Campus legends.
So you can play with Jake.
The last great Madden was 08. Madden 08. With Vince Young on the cover.
I don't.
The Madden 09, when was Drew Brees on the cover? Madden 10.
I've never been.
I believe.
I've never.
Yeah, 09. Yeah, 10. Yeah.
It was 10. 10 was really good. That was the last one I played a lot.
Never been a huge Madden guy until a college football game went away, and then I'm like, well, I have to because that's all we have. So like some of those Maddens that you are talking about, I didn't really get into them because I had the college game to be able to play.
We used to run Madden back in the day, but then FIFA took over the college game sports scene. It makes sense too. Madden games, and I know they've shortened them now, but they used to last like an hour, whereas FIFA was 12-minute games. Yeah. Get off the sticks, get on the sticks, like loser leaves. Yeah, and even like FIFA 2-on-2 is super fun. You could set a lot of bets that way. I mean, hanging with the boys, drinking beers, playing Fiefs, maybe a little tobacco. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Little tobacco, huh?
A little bit.
Little pinch.
Little
turk.
Little pinch.
Grizzly?
As y'all like to say up there in West Monroe land.
I'm not from West Monroe.
I know, but people that say pinch are.
Yeah, probably say in Shreveport too. But
yeah, exactly.
Everyone assumes that I played at West Monroe in high school.
Because you're good and you're from the 318.
I know, it's you play at West Monroe. I'm like, nah, actually like an hour and a half west of that.
Okay, Madden 11 was the one with Drew on the cover. That was the last one that I think that I played seriously. So look, if y'all want to play Madden though, let's get to 200 likes. Danny eats chili. We give away that. Okay, there we go. Ooh, FIFA 4-on-4, different consoles go. That sounds like a lot of fun as well. Corey and Jacob, how creative can you really get with sports games? You can. Don't let anybody fool you into thinking you can. You can take shots. Sometimes they don't work. Like 2K first-person mode never really worked, but at least they were trying different things. Madden just kind of copy-pasting.
I find basketball games to be the hardest for me to get into.
And even 2K. People have loved the 2K series recently, but they've gone a bit too microtransaction heavy. And also, you're right, because basketball is such a free-flowing game.
Yeah.
I always come away feeling that even the most modern of NBA games, they look robotic.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to string together animations that and even Madden suffers from it. It's just hard to do. All right, when we get back, let's do a little munchies with Chef Michael Johnson here on OTB.
Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to AccuTempBR.com today, AccuTempBR.com. Jake, they have incredible reviews online. Trust me when I say for all your AC, heating, and electrical needs, you want to join us in the AccuTemp family, but they also got some great deals going on right now, don't they, Bo?
Yes, they do, and so it's going to be a $59 post-Ida clean and check. They're going to come out and do that, and so for $59, they will come out, clean your system, and make sure it is free from damage. So we told you about potentially having some of that damage. Well, for $59, they will come out and check. All you have to do is text IDA, IDA, to 31996, and the team will reach out to you. Again, IDA to 31996. About $59 deal. Great deal over from AccuTemp.
There you go. Text IDA to 31996. IDA 31996. Get that $59 deal from AccuTemp. AccuTempBR.com.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com. Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust Poll of the Day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, Hunt, and Hill, the early line. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the Poll of the Day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary. For those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All Star Toyota today.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Starting in 1974, Central Plumbing has served Baton Rouge and surrounding areas for all of their plumbing needs. Through these tough and trying times, we want you to remember that the Payne family is here to continue to support and serve you. As a multi-generational business, there is no job that is too big or too small. Residential, commercial, industrial, hospitality, we're here for anything you need. 24/7, 365. Give us a call, 225-925-8552.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today.
It's week 3 in the high school football season, and we get started Friday night at 6 with Louisiana Prep Preview, followed by Catholic High and West Monroe at 7. And we wrap things up with a full 2 hours of the Lake Urgent Care Lake After Hours Louisiana Prep Scoreboard Show on YouTube, CST, and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back to OTB here on 104.5 ESPN. And right now, it is my pleasure to welcome in our guy, Chef Michael Johnson. Every Thursday, answers your Munchies questions. Let's go ahead and dive in. Chef, what's up, man?
Morning, guys. How are y'all?
Doing well. Trent Ritchie, hashtag Munchies. Have you ever made homemade beef jerky? If so, what cut did you use? What marinade? How did you cook it?
Yeah, I have. My old man and I used to do it a lot when we hunted deer more often, and I do like to use deer meat, venison. Obviously I've used beef before, but when you have an abundance of venison, usually we do that, and we kind of use it for the tougher cuts of meat, the sirloins and the larger hunks of meat that you'll find on the deer.
I always feel like go on, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying I always feel like a cowboy when I'm eating homemade jerky.
Yeah, exactly. And I always kind of go with something kind of sweet and spicy, but that's just personal flavor. Like my old man used to like a teriyaki. He did a teriyaki that I would eat his before I'd eat mine.
Nice. Hashtag Munchies. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is Skyline chili?
Skyline chili. I'm not. Is that a brand of chili?
So Skyline is a famous restaurant in Cincinnati. So what it is, Chef, is it's noodles with chili on top with a lot of cheese on top of that, shredded cheese.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've never been to Cincy before. Something I need to remedy, but it sounds like a gut bomb to me.
I have a can of Skyline chili that I've left in my car for a few weeks now. Do you think that's bad?
Man, I don't know.
Who sent that to you?
I don't know if I would take that risk. Yeah.
I mean, I figure they don't like ship in refrigerated vans, right? So it's kind of.
Try it first.
I can't remember. I need to. It's so a very kind, awesome listener sent it to me. Bilbo Baggins, hashtag Ask the Bench. Favorite type of beans?
I like black-eyed peas. I like beans as a whole are something that I enjoy a lot. Where you draw the line at bean, because I really like lentils.
Lentil soup's
I
great.
have these beluga caviar lentils that are super small, and I think it's technically a bean, but they call it a pea. It's called a red pea. It's off coastal Carolina that are a heritage grain that are fantastic. They're kind of small and really meaty, and when you cook it with some tasso, they pull in the smoke of the tasso really well.
Ooh.
Hashtag Munchies worst condiment out there.
Oh man, there's a few of them. I think I and this is going to sound weird, but I hate the pink what do they call it? The instead of it's not the horseradish, it's the with the cheese with sushi.
Oh, like not like yum sauce.
No.
Okay.
But
okay.
Oh my!
I think we were all a little anxious there because yum sauce is
like
incredible.
that, not the ginger.
Like pink pickled ginger irritates me.
Yes.
I like the yellow pickled ginger, and don't ask me why. It's just it seems false to me. So that's like a condiment that I don't like. And
I feel like I think it's salmon every time, and it's not salmon. It's pink ginger.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell, dude?
I'm not too fond of sweet relish, and that's just a personal thing. Like I like dill relish. But again, that's
I can
just
go behind that.
Yeah.
Hashtag Munchies. If you were a hungry hippo, what flavor would you want the balls to be?
Great question.
I woke up thinking about pork fat this morning.
I knew it.
Of course you did.
I just imagine Chef Johnson's head instead of the hungry hippo and just little pieces of pork belly.
Like
So
I feel like there's like
balls all over
pork
the
belly in
place.
a can, and he's Winnie the Pooh with his head in it, just eating it like it's the honey jar.
I was thinking about the banh mi that we did, and I was disappointed I didn't make a pork belly for you. And I think we need to revisit this.
Yes.
So I can make you guys some pork belly.
All right, committed. Absolutely.
Yeah, also,
100%.
we're there. Hashtag Munchies. Since it's National Guacamole Day, what is the chef's recipe for making homemade guac?
Well, and that's it. Like, it's going to be homemade. Like, you got to start off with good, fresh avocados that are already soft, not too hard. I like heirloom tomatoes in it. I like fresh jalapenos in it. So and the onions matter to me. Like, I don't like white onions. I like red onions in my guacamole because they're a little bit spicier. Little lemon juice. I do like a little chopped cilantro in it.
Yes.
Or lime juice, one or the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love cilantro, dude. Hashtag Munchies. What was I looking for here? How would you upscale a sloppy Joe? We've got sloppy Joes in the mind in studio today.
Okay. I think that it's going to start with the grind of the meat. I like to grind brisket for a nice firm texture. Some people like sirloin or other grinds, but I like brisket because of the fattiness of it too. And so I'll start with that, and I like to add a little barbecue sauce into it. It gives a little spice, a little maybe toasted black pepper and the burnt off bourbon in the barbecue sauce. That gives it kind of a sweet and spicy flavor. I could go with that. And the bread, of course, is important too. I like an egg brioche. When it warms up, it gets soft and squishy and absorbs the fat and the grease of the ground beef into it.
Okay. Well, now you get me all hot and bothered. Do you throw a slice of cheese on that thing, Chef?
I could, yeah. I mean, I like cheese. Yeah, I'm a cheese guy, so I'm not going to hold it against anybody that slaps some cheese on there. Maybe some shredded or something like that. Either or, even some Munster. I don't know. I'm down to try stuff.
Chef, what's the difference between custard, like frozen custard, and ice cream?
So technically, ice cream is a custard. When you make ice cream, you're making a custard. But theoretically or realistically, custard has higher fat content. It has a little bit more egg yolk in it, which gives it higher fat and makes it a little bit creamier.
So that's why it's better.
It tastes better. Yeah,
makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ice cream's better than froyo, you're saying?
No. Custard. Frozen custard's better than normal ice cream. Like Andy's, shout out. No sponsorship, but if you
I
want
agree
to.
with you. Actually, I think I agree with you.
Yeah,
it's got a great texture too.
It does, great texture.
That vanilla.
Yeah, it's a little smoother.
Yeah, a little smoother for sure. Not as icy.
Have you ever had nitrogen ice cream? Liquid nitrogen ice cream?
No, but
tell me everything.
Love like nitro cold brew.
Yeah, so you take liquid nitrogen and custard, and the liquid custard, and you put you pour liquid nitrogen in on top of the custard, and like with a drill and a paint mixer, you mix it very quickly. And what happens is that ice cream, when it freezes, creates crystals, right? And those crystals can become rough. And so liquid nitrogen freezes the custard so quickly that it doesn't have the ability to form ice crystals. And it is the smoothest ice cream you'll ever have in your life.
Dude, if anybody knows where to get any liquid nitrogen infused custard in town, let us know, please.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I got a bunch of nitrous oxide tanks at the house. We can maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Hashtag.
You out there street racing? Hitting the nos?
I've just been hanging out with Steve-O a little too much. Hashtag Munchies. Just kidding. Steve-O's turning around. Great. I can't wait for Jackass 4. Hashtag Munchies. WTF is the deal with beets? I like beets on a burger.
Yeah, I mean, I like beets too. I think it's just one of those farm to table things where, you know, they're easy to grow. They're shelf stable. They'll hold on the shelf for a little while. You know, and when you cook them slow and low versus high and hot, you know, the natural sugars will melt through them. And to me, I love beets. My kids do not necessarily, but you know, they come in all kinds of flavors and textures and colors. That I don't know. I think it's just kind of a farmer's food, I suppose.
How do they stain your skin so badly, though? It's unbelievable. Like beets, I mean, they just leave a mark, dude.
Oh yeah. They will stain the heck out of something for sure. I mean, I have chef jackets that I can't wear anymore because of beet juice. For sure.
Oh wow.
There you go. Chef Michael Johnson, executive chef for LSU Athletics, to be making pork belly in studio soon here. We love him. We can't thank you enough for coming on every single week, Chef. You have a great day.
My pleasure. Take care, guys.
Thanks, Chef.
All right. Take it easy there. When we get back, closing out hour number 2 of OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Go to RejuveMeMedical.com, RejuveMeMedical.com. Restore me, refuel me, rejuve me. Get it? You do, okay? You want to get back to being your best and most youthful self? Had the energy that you had back in the day when you were a young, precocious pup ready to take on the world, feeling you were invincible like the world was your oyster? Before you fell into the depressing reality that every single day is an eventual and unending march towards death in which all of your dreams go unrealized? Well, if you want to recapture that old feeling, you want to go to Rejuve Me. Go to RejuveMeMedical.com today.
Go to the website. You can find a list of everything that they can treat, like strength and performance, mood and memory, menopause, sexual dysfunction, fatigue and insomnia. All those things are things that they can treat. They can help you get on the right path. Go to RejuveMeMedical.com for that consultation we tell you about all the time. But if you've got questions right now and you want to get that consultation set up, you can give them a call always at 225-230-4201, RejuveMeMedical.com.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the JimsFirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the JimsFirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Yo, Jake here for Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic, the place that's going to be convenient for you during an inconvenient time. Look, you hear me talk about my 4 boys all the time, and sometimes things like stitches, well, they happen. And in fact, they have. And Patient Plus is always taking care of us, just like they'll do the same for you. And now with 7 convenient locations across the Baton Rouge area, open from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., 7 days a week. And also at PatientPlusUC.com, you can sign up for your appointment on the way to the clinic. That's Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic. Get in and get better.
If you're in an accident, a car accident, a slip and fall where you're injured, you need to call an attorney. The defendant insurance company, it's their goal to close the case as quickly as possible and pay out the least amount of money as possible. That's why it's important to call an attorney and call the law office of O.C. Brown.
At the law office of O.C. Brown, we're a family-owned firm. We want to be your law firm for a lifetime.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
During these challenging times, we know your healthcare needs don't stop. Cancer, accidents, injuries, and heart disease are relentless. So we are relentlessly innovating to keep you safe, both virtually and in person, connecting you with providers remotely, advancing clinical spaces, providing rapid and accurate testing, social distancing, and certified cleaning protocols. We are Auctioner, and we will not slow down. Auctioner Health, innovating healthcare.
Join us for a Thursday edition of Hunt and Hill. It's a big one. Tom Hart will be on the call for Tigers and Chippewas. He'll join us. We'll have a throwback Thursday, and are we still alive in NFL Survivor? All that Thursday, noon to 2, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, and 1130 The Tiger.
I wish we would have the words.
Hot
I just
take.
gave you the words.
I think this one's better instrumental.
No.
I'm sorry.
Cold take. Freezing cold.
No.
T-Bob has the words. It's just random sounds.
I think this beat is better.
I knew a
No,
couple
words,
words,
Danny.
Danny. I knew a couple words. Do I think this is better with or without the words?
With.
No, I like it better with just a melody.
Yeah, that's great. You're
The
wrong.
beat is really good. That's why I put it on there.
Great song with the words and the beat. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
it's called music.
No, and sometimes the beat is better than the words.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to side with Mario here. Just because I say I'm so on the fence, I'll side with Mario here.
Okay, well, coming back next
I'll add the
one-
words next time.
Yeah. We're gonna
Then we'll
we're
see what
playing
goes
that.
better.
We're
Yeah.
playing that coming back next segment
Okay,
with
yeah.
the words.
What are people talking about here in the chat? Okay, a lot of talk about wanting to get
Y'all are
younger.
some beat loving
Yeah.
son of a guns.
You don't like beats?
I mean, okay. Yeah, y'all acted like they were French fries.
I
or
love the
something.
beats. They sing "Banging on a Trash Can," "Drumming on a Street Light."
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Patty mayonnaise. Come on,
Oh,
man.
there
You
we
know,
go.
I think. Come on, man.
There we go, dude. Shout out the Boots. I'll never forget. Doug was
Skeeter?
calling in the
Dougie?
radio to win concert tickets, and they asked him, I think, what was the Beats' first major single or something, and he didn't know, so he said, "Beats Me." Wouldn't you know? That was the answer. And he won those concert tickets.
Well, man, was such a great superhero.
But he missed the concert for some reason. But when he was at the Honker Burger after the concert, guess who was eating at the Honker Burger?
The Beats.
The Beats, bro. How about that? Legendary.
Roger
episode.
the
Yeah,
bully?
Roger Klutz is the
yeah,
bully.
yeah.
Yeah. What do you want, funny? Or I don't know. He said. I always liked who was the neighbor? What was his name? It doesn't matter. Shout out Skeeter,
Yeah,
also
shout
a
out.
legend.
Yep.
Doug's the best. Beats. I don't like beats alone, but beats on a burger, pretty damn good in my opinion. But that's fine. But also beats, kind of a hassle, a lot to deal with. Like I said, the potential for staining is massive. Some of my favorite pictures are feeding babies beets, and I just feed random babies beets all the time. But when you puree them and a baby eats them, they look like a little baby vampire that has just consumed a ton of human flesh. I mean, it's just like dripping down their mouth, and their teeth get all red in their hands.
Like, how do you get there?
Because that's what it looks like. I'm not even forcing myself there. If I showed you a picture of my daughter post beats, you'd be like, whoa, did she kill somebody? 'Cause that's exactly what it seems to say. I don't hate beets. I just don't get them. Logan's been about 10,000 years domesticating vegetables, selecting various qualities, and we made beets?
Oh, Nate.
What?
I got some LSU runs by play call numbers as well, if you want to get into those.
Okay, we'll get into that. There's a very worrying quote from the Coach O show that somebody has sent us that
Have
we
you
will
vetted that?
break down as well. I trust the source, and it was on the radio show, so I can see that. Now, maybe it's a throwaway answer. But we'll see. Hour 2 in the books. We love y'all. Stick around. Got a very fun hour 3 coming up. Going to give you some picks.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
All right, go into the App Store today and download the DraftKings app because you are going to have the opportunity to play multiple things tonight. You can play college football, you can play NFL, and you certainly can play Major League Baseball. You've got so many opportunities to win money. Remember, you are the GM. You are the GM of this team. And again, if you don't pick well tonight, don't worry. You'll be the GM of a brand new team this weekend. But go ahead and select right. That way you can win some money on DraftKings. A couple of different modes. You've got the Captain Showdown mode. You've got the Classic mode. Different ways to win as well. A lot of fun. I love the Captain mode. You get to pick a captain of your team. He gets 1.5 times the points that any other player gets.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. And also, if you want to be entered for free chances to win millions of dollars worth of prizes, including $1 million cash prize, when you sign up for DraftKings, you download the app. When you sign up, use the promo code Baton Rouge, promo code Baton Rouge, promo code Baton Rouge, DraftKings.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start. And we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from eTel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Yo, Jake here for Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic, the place that's going to be convenient for you during an inconvenient time. Look, you hear me talk about my 4 boys all the time, and sometimes things like stitches, well, they happen. And in fact, they have. And Patient Plus is always taking care of us, just like they'll do the same for you. And now with 7 convenient locations across the Baton Rouge area, open from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m., 7 days a week. And also at patientplusuc.com, you can sign up for your appointment on the way to the clinic. That's Patient Plus Urgent Care Clinic. Get in and get better.
Front to Back Boat Service has been family owned and operated for 30 years. And the Sherman family is NMEA certified. That's the National Marine Electronics Association at Front to Back. They are committed to improving the safety and technology of marine electronics through installer training, interface standards. And look, the fall and the winter, it's the perfect time to do that yearly maintenance you've been putting off. Get those parts you've been wanting. So schedule your appointment today at Front to Back, North Airway off of Airline Highway.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. on Thursday, September 16th. Today in Baton Rouge, expect to see cloudy skies with a high of 82. In case you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can now catch that up at the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. Coming up on OTB we have another edition of Deal or No Big Deal at 9:15, and we'll talk with Rhett Lewis of the NFL Network at 9:30. You can follow today's show on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, or watch us live on YouTube for new content posted every day. You can also check us out on Cox Sports Television. OTB live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah.
Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Hey, they said I got to come off the bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob. Yo.
What's going on, y'all?
Go T.
Welcome back. No,
Freestyle.
no, you can't. That's so mean. You can't just like set somebody up like, hey, okay, hit it.
What?
Now hit it.
What?
Come on. You got it. Like, what?
I'm trying to hype
All right.
up.
Okay, you freestyle. Yeah. All right. Jake, let's
No,
go.
you the host. I'm the hype man. That's what I'm doing.
Number 18 on the field, but number 1 in the streets. Jake, let's hear it. Lay it down to the beats. Let's go. You got it.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll hit
That was pretty good.
Wow.
I think there's a question being explored right now in the chat. A lot of people talking about American Horror Story. Who was it? Where was that comment that you just read that I wanted to read?
Oh, about you having real serial killer
Yeah.
vibes?
Okay, here it is. Paul Pollard says, Cheese Whiz hands and baby beet eating fetish confirms serial killer status for T-Bob.
Yes, it does.
And then there's a lot of talk about the new American Horror Story season, which granted, look, I fell off American Horror Story kind of years ago. I watched a few seasons back in the day. I've heard some good things about this new season. Could be fun to check out during spooky season. But that begs the question. Is spooky season here? I know it's only September 16th. I see you shaking your head, Danny, but I got to say, decorations are going up in the hood. Starting to get me in the mood. I think
in
I'm
the hood
putting
or
up,
like your neighborhood?
in my neighborhood.
Okay.
I think I'm putting up decorations this weekend.
It's way too early.
Why? It's September 16th. Fall is in the air.
It's
Why
you gotta
can't I
start in
put-
October.
Why can I not put orange lights in my bushes, spider webs on the windows? What's the problem? Especially if it's in keeping with
We
the rest
put
of the neighborhood.
Katie put a spider up in the house last night.
Okay, there you go.
With cobwebs and the whole deal.
Spooky season, Danny.
Yeah.
That
Get
would
ready.
freak me
Pumpkins
out.
too.
In the
Like-
house?
Is there?
But pumpkins, yeah.
You already got pumpkins?
Yeah, I think
Like-
pumpkins is good.
Like
but like
autumn,
scary
fall
stuff
yeah.
is too early. I think October 1st you can start
This
putting
is a
like,
friendly
Halloween.
looking, spider. It's not like
Wait, you don't think I can put my Halloween decorations out till October 1st?
Yes.
Nah, dude. Nah, that ain't right. But then, what? I mean, you want the kids to be able to enjoy them, though. What? They're only going to get 30 days? I mean, can't we just
Okay,
get a
so
little
when
extra
do you
time?
start putting up Christmas stuff?
After Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
but that's a
pretty
that's
much
that's
exactly what I was
not
talking.
an equal comparison.
It's around
There
the
is-
same timeline he's saying, right? 1 month.
Well, the thing is, the main point though is Thanksgiving is a very clear line of demarcation from pure fall to Christmas season. Okay, there is no pure line of demarcation pre-Halloween. So I'm coming around to the idea that if you want to start spooky season up a little bit early, get it cranked up. I don't think I'm outside my rights to want to put decorations out right now. When are you going to put up your decorations?
Like outside?
Yeah.
October 1st. Inside, free game.
Wow.
John Solo in the chat points out you can't start spooky season the same month as Memorial Day.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just an unwritten rule.
Rivers
Rivers
You're
said
not
all
supposed to wear white after Labor Day?
This is not baseball. There are no unwritten rules when it comes. Wow, Rivers says Danny is right. Shockingly, you would think that, Rivers.
Wait.
What? So you're not going to put it? So do people in your
No.
neighborhood have decorations up yet?
I don't think outside yet.
What?
I think inside they
Exactly.
do. Anyways, look. Don't fall down this rabbit. I'm a big, when we have to appreciate Thanksgiving before we get to Christmas.
Yeah, I agree.
I am in that.
We all agree with that. I mean, that makes sense. That's
No,
it's very easy
I think
to
I'm
understand.
agreeing with both of you. I mean, it's okay.
Alexander says serious gatekeeping and celebrating holidays right now. I mean, I don't know, dude. You're so fancy. I doubt you even put up your own decorations. Who do you hire to do them, huh?
Katie Hester.
Yeah. Yeah. Does she
That's
do
what
the outdoor ones?
That's what Katie does.
Does she do the outdoor ones?
Oh, yeah.
Do you help?
Yeah. Honeydews for sure.
Have you ever been 30 feet up on a ladder hanging lights?
Clark Griswold style?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay. I don't know if I believe it. I'm going to have to see
T-Bob,
it to believe it.
I am cheap, too.
I'm going to have to see it to believe it.
That's what you're not thinking about right now.
Daniel Bash says, I want an apology, T-Bob, for you insulting me for decorating last week. No. Last week, entirely too early. Entirely too early. Wow. Absurdly early. We weren't even into double digits in September last week. We are now talking about a very different time. It is the 16th of September, okay? What are there? 30 days in September, right?
Get the knuckles out. Yeah, there's 30 days.
Okay, we're over halfway. We're basically into October. It's allowed now. Daniel, you jumped the gun.
All right, you want to get to some run numbers?
No, not really.
You probably don't. Spooky season. It's on brand.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So you want to hear some scary numbers about the skeleton that is the LSU offense right now? Yes, we're drinking mimosas again tomorrow. Rivers. So bring those in.
Coors Light.
And cold Coors Light.
Because we got a lot of cases, and I'm going to put a couple in the fridge.
Okay,
Tell Rivers to bring more cups for Mario.
Oh, God, yeah, please don't get Mario upset because he didn't get a cup again. My
Jimbo Gravois, we all hate T-Bob on his hot takes. Well, look, again, I'm surrounded by morons, and so if I have to be the lone shining beacon of intellectuality
major
in this city, I will do so, okay? What's that?
Says the general studies major.
Oh, yeah, because we all know that the paradigms that traditional education forces you into is a great indicator of actual intelligence. Excellent.
You threw us to the ground, so I just thought I'd throw a shot back to you.
Shout out to all my fellow generals out there. Okay, Jake, what do you want to talk about?
All right, so we broke it down, and when I say we broke it down, we looked at Pro Football Focus to what runs LSU has used so far and the success that they've had. And it's some fascinating numbers, and fascinating doesn't always mean good, and then that's certainly the case here. So for outside zone, they've ran that play 21 times for 73 yards, 3.5 yards a carry. Inside zone, they've ran that play 18 times for 61 yards. Now, they have man listed, and the only thing I can think, maybe they're talking about duo. I don't know. Duos, typically, you're going to run it to the tight end. The backside tackle's going to stay on. That's kind of the difference in that and an inside zone. You're going to have the guards work up to the linebackers as well. They've run that 6 times for 17 yards, 2.8 yards a carry. Okay, so all that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, this one, equally bad at all.
This one, T, might be the worst because this really goes into like who you are and your manhood and all those things. They've run quarterback sneak 4 times for 3 yards.
Yeah, they're horrible.
0.8 yards per carry. A stuff rate, meaning percentage of runs for no gain or a loss, 25% of the time.
Yeah.
By far, their biggest stuff rate is on quarterback sneak.
Could have told you that.
Outside zone's 4.8%. That's the second.
I mean,
closest.
Did you watch them against McNeese State try to run back-to-back sneaks on 3rd and 4th and 1, and what happened? And unfortunately, so yeah, and before any of y'all accuse me of being hypocritical, because we yelled at them to sneak it last year in short yardage situations, you could do it last year. You were like proven to be successful at it. Also, for a lot of the year last year, you had TJ Finley, who was like 6'8", 1,200 pounds, and could just move the pocket by himself. Like it did not matter if the O-line pushed anybody. TJ Finley could fall forward and gain a yard. That's not the case right now. But yeah, I mean, Jake, all those numbers did was show that you're equally inept at all different types of runs.
So Horn Boss, they've run that two times. They call it pull lead, but that's what that is. 2 times for 23 yards, 11.5 yards per carry. Okay, so but 21 of that came on one run.
Yeah. But still, like we said, you can't just take that out. It's still been successful.
Trick plays, 2 attempts for 5 yards. Trap plays, they only ran it once, and it was 21 yards. TDP, if you'll remember, he ran that trap play against McNeese. Draw plays, 1 attempt, 1 yard. Counter, 1 attempt, 2 yards. 56 attempts on the year, 206 yards. Not great, Bob.
No, not at all. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point because, like I said, so all this is doing, all these numbers are doing are just validating what the film has shown us and just putting through a prism where it's easy to be like, okay, it's not just opinion. Objectively, look at the numbers. They're bad. And I guess why it is so concerning is because I don't know how it gets better. How about this? So this is a quote from the Coach O radio show. saying when they zero blitz us, we got to max protect and get rid of that ball quick. Throw the slants, give it to Keyshawn Butte, let him go. Got to take more shots, max protect, get more time for our quarterback to throw the ball and throw the ball down the field. Max protect with this O-line is going to be an exercise in disaster. You're already losing one-on-one battles. If you hold guys in for protection, all you are going to do is take away outlet options for the quarterback, force him to hold on the ball longer, and it will not work out for you. I hope that was just a throwaway answer given on a radio show because, sure, why not?
Let's let them believe that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Whatever. Like, you say that, and most people are like, okay, that makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah. If you actually see, a number of 7-man protections, that could feel like the death knell.
It also means you're probably taking Jack Besh off the field because Cole Taylor's going to be in on that 7-man protection, which Cole Taylor's got his role on this team without question. But Jack Besh is someone that has showed you that he can be a weapon for you. I think he has really proven himself to be someone you can count on. I mean, we saw they go to him early in the UCLA game, and then the McNeese game, he was an outlet for Max as well. So you take him off the field if you're doing 7-man protections as well. I don't know which running back you feel the best when you look at the numbers. Josh Williams has been the best back in protection by far, so you'd have to put him on the field, take TDP, maybe the young fellas off the field as well. So for all those reasons,
dude.
Yeah, I hope that was just, like you said, that's kind of like a throwaway or you're making someone think that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Ken Miller, can I get one of those scarves, T? Go to the LSU soccer game. One of the first 150 people. I mean, the game is free. Literally, the game's free tomorrow. And if you go at 7, first 150 people get these scarves. Again, we've been showing them off all morning long. A beautiful design. This will look great when it gets cold for football, too. But they got the Tiger Eye, Passion and Pride on the other side. They've got LSU with a beautiful new crest that they've developed. So, yeah, go to a soccer game tomorrow and go get yourself one. There's shout out to you, Golden Child. We love you, too. So, somebody in the chat, Jake, is asking about, I wonder if PFF has this. John Solo asking about adjusted line yards for LSU. It's a metric he says that is used to separate between kind of running back ability and O-line ability. I'm guessing it's something along the lines of kind of yards before contact, which is another stat that does that. And I don't know about game number 2, but game number 1, LSU had 4 yards before contact, showing it's a real uphill battle for the running backs, while UCLA had over 120. So
yeah, it's something we've definitely charted before. We've charted what it's looked like before contact, and not only this year but last year. Just that part of it has not been good, right? I mean, there's been games when you've had negative yards before contact. UCLA, you had 4 yards, and then you had negative against Missouri last year, I know. So,
Cole Smith starts at center for Mississippi State now. Interesting.
He started last year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that. T-Bob for QVC calling in now. Yeah, I do feel like I did a pretty good job of showing off that scarf. You're right. And plus, I don't know. Maybe it's time. Actually, screw QVC. Here in 2020, maybe it's time for a male on Wheel of Fortune hitting those buttons. Watch out, Vanna White. I'm coming for you. Okay. When we get back, what?
Price is Right's already got one.
Really?
I put it out there. If you're looking for a Husky guy, Husky model, I've been a lifelong fan of Price is Right.
That's what I'm saying. If we are
Plinko,
being
I'm there.
Inclusive from the gender perspective, it's time to be inclusive from a body perspective. Okay? And while you're pretty freakish looking with how dwarvish you're proportioned, and I mean like Lord of the Rings dwarvish, I think you need a kind of chubby guy on there. And I feel like I kind of ride that line between maybe not grossing the audience out by being too chubby, but just enough chubby for you. Just think about it, producers, if you're out there. When we get back, we got deal or no big deal. Keep it locked on OTB.
OTB, OT.
Go to allstartoyota.batonrouge.com, allstartoyota of batonrouge.com. We still got Rhett Lewis, the NFL there cut up. Stick around for that. Look, if you want to get a new car, though, or maybe you're just looking to rent for the weekend or for a vacation, maybe you're looking to lease, maybe you're looking for a Toyota certified used vehicle. They have it all at All Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, right there off of Airline Highway. You can go to the website. You can start there, chat with people online. You can look at all the excellent deals they have on all the flippers and everything, or you can go in with like a number or just a question or just peruse and let them show you what's available. I guarantee you will come out the other end satisfied like I did, not once but twice. All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge.
Yeah, we talk about those rentals as well. Remember, all you have to do is go over there and check them out because they've got them ready, and you can just do it for the day. It doesn't have to be for a trip. Like if you just need something for that day, 2-hour minimum, you can do that over at All-Star. Check out the full fleet, like T-Bob mentioned, on the website, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
We opened up the playbook and expanded our coverage. Listen daily in high definition on 98.1 HD2. We are 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
I'm feeling good. So good. I just thought you should know.
Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank and Trust poll of the day. Vote daily inside Off the Bench, Hunt and Hill, the early line. And after further review, Citizens Bank and Trust brings you the poll of the day via Twitter at 1045ESPN.
If you're in an accident, a car accident, a slip and fall where you're injured, you need to call an attorney. The defendant insurance company, it's their goal to close the case as quickly as possible and pay out the least amount of money as possible. That's why it's important to call an attorney and call the law office of O.C. Brown.
At the law office of O.C. Brown, we're a family-owned firm. We want to be your law firm for a lifetime.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Coming up on a Thursday edition of Early Line, we let the dogs out and give you some underdog picks for Week 2 in the NFL and Week 3 in college football. Plus, we preview Thursday night football between the Giants and the football team. Early Line, 2 p.m., 104.5 ESPN.
But I don't mind.
OTB, OT, with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Yeah, maybe I like the words better, actually.
Thank you.
Welcome back. OTB. You got Deal or No Big Deal ready, Earl?
Well, you know what? No, I didn't get distracted. As you can see, not spinning there. It's fine, but we can audible. I can do it on the run. I had my my Word document ready to go, and I think I was doing way too much on my computer, watching film, trying to get the numbers, and we have literally no movement like on the computer. It's not like the little rainbow ball is not even spinning right now.
Well, we have a few different things we could talk about. One thing, an umpire in baseball last night tossed the entire grounds crew.
That was going to be on there.
Oh, okay.
All right, hey, let's do this. Let's hit it. Let's do it.
I got some topics I can help you with.
Big deal. Ain't no big deal.
Big deal.
No big deal.
Big deal.
No big deal. No big deal. No big deal.
All right, big deal or no big deal. We'll let Danny get time to get that video up for that one, but
I got one if you want to start.
Yeah.
Okay, deal or no big deal. The Athletic. In light of Clay Helton being fired, The Athletic has an article, top 5 jobs in the country for college football. First, I want to do a little quiz. Who do y'all think the top 5 are if you had to guess?
In no particular order.
No particular order.
Okay. Alabama, Ohio State, Clemson, LSU.
One more.
I feel like they're going to try to put USC in there.
USC.
No. Alabama 1.
Okay.
Ohio State 2.
Okay.
UGA 3.
UGA.
Which makes a lot of sense given the population of Atlanta and everything.
Yeah.
Texas 4, which bit surprising there, but I get it.
Yeah,
I
don't get it. I don't get it. Like, why? Why?
But
why is that? Like, okay, you've got a cool town in Austin, great city. You've got facilities. A lot of people got facilities. Like, what? I do not get that one. Like, who has won there outside of Mac consistently?
Yeah,
and even Mac had some ups and downs.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God for Vince Young.
Number 5.
I don't get that.
LSU. Deal or no big deal. LSU a top 5 job in the country.
Absolutely, I get that. I mean, Louisiana, the recruiting pool that you have, the resources, the stadium, all that. Yeah, I get it.
And again, the fact that all 3 coaches have won natties. There's a line in there. It's like, well, you might bring up that less miles than that Oja, but it's like, okay, yeah, that just shows that the path to winning the natty is open there. They also had names for the USC coaching search: Mario Cristobal, Luke Fickell, Matt Campbell, James Franklin, Kalani Sitake, and Tony Elliott, the Clemson OC. None of those feel that exciting. That kind of feels like a no big deal list of names to me.
It feels like a real no big deal list for me. And I was talking about it yesterday. USC, in my opinion, needs someone that I say the name and Mario knows it, Danny knows it, you know it, I know it. Hell, Blaine Besh down the hall knows it. Gordy knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a name that when I say it, everybody knows it, because I think you have got to bring some coolness back to USC. You have got to bring in, which, we talked about the NIL deals. If you have Los Angeles and you want to really use that market, listen, full disclaimer, do not go get Deion Sanders. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what Deion
exactly
Sanders
what
has done
actually.
with Jackson State, think about what he's done for that program because it's Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? So get somebody with the resume for the USC coaching availability, but also has a name that can go along with it and bring some coolness back to USC.
Okay. Yeah, and Urban Meyer, though, he would be a name, but he said he's not leaving Jacksonville. Deal or no big deal? Urban Meyer saying he is committed to the Jaguars, saying no chance on USC.
No big deal. Urban Meyer and him telling the truth, I don't see those two things going together.
What?
No big deal. They're so bad.
If it came to this, and Urban Meyer, you're a decision maker. Urban Meyer says, hey, I want to coach at LSU. What do you do?
He's got too many skeletons in the closet.
Whoa.
I agree with Jake. Not worth it.
Wow.
I would take him.
I feel like if you were to put that poll question, I feel like most.
I think I'd be in the minority for sure. I think I'd be in the minority.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer. Deal or no big deal? 8 of the 12 offensive coaches for the New Orleans Saints out with COVID. Right
no
now.
big deal.
Or not with COVID, but in the protocol.
No big deal because Sean Payton's not one of them.
Okay.
Mario?
No big deal. Oh, they've been through so much like sudden change already. And last year they survived the COVID debacle when they were missing several players and had to stay up till 4 a.m. and still beat the Lions pretty good the next day. So no big deal.
No big deal.
Big deal? Or yeah, Danny, we know you. Keep the faith. And you're right. You're right. You're right about Green Bay. What are you feeling this week, Danny?
It's going to be a close win, I think.
Okay.
It's always tough when you play division
bold.
opponents.
Yeah, bold.
I got one for Mario here, I think, to answer first. Big deal or no big deal, the Milwaukee Bucks make Lisa Byington the first women's full-time TV play-by-play announcer in major men's pro sports.
Hell yeah.
Really? That sounds like a pretty big deal, but there's already a lot of really good women play-by-play people. So I want to say no big deal as well.
Yeah, it's one of those deals like it's a big deal, but you don't want it to be. You want to say no big deal, so it can just be something that happens and you don't. Yeah,
gets to a point where it's no big deal, but it's still a big deal right now.
Exactly.
I think anytime you're the first person to do something, it's significant. I always say that.
Yeah.
So we'll say big deal.
Yeah. Deal, big deal or no big deal, the umpire throwing out the entire grounds crew.
Oh my God, umpires! Danny, do we have the video?
I love this. So
Umpires in baseball are the biggest.
Get out of here!
At me.
Get out of here! Go on, boys. Get out of here!
Everybody, all eyes on me. Look at me. I'm going to keep doing this over and over again. I'm going to puff my chest out. That's why I couldn't play baseball, because the first time some overweight man did that to me and just kept going over and over and over again, I would blow up on it.
Do you know
I
how
would lose my
mad-
mind. I would be red and cross-eyed and just letting him have it. Like, buddy, you're not that cool. Stop waving your arm back and forth.
Do you know how sick with power I would go if I was able to just do that and throw somebody out the stadium? Like I love watching videos of umps.
And they're
in
clearly
arguments. They're like, oh yeah, okay, see ya.
The best part, like,
get out of
they're
here.
clearly like, okay, he wants us out of here. Let's go ahead and go. And they're moving. They're actually running off the
Get
field.
on out of here.
He's still, hey, get on out.
All
out.
you boys.
I said out. What?
Out of here.
Out. Hey, get bent, dude.
What do you think? What do you think they did? They get kicked out.
They're
Were they
probably
just talking
some
trash?
Probably.
That's so
Baseball,
crazy.
you know, be so sensitive.
You don't think that's worse than that time that umpire threw out the GM with the Nationals?
Oh,
It was
like,
like
in the box or something?
Yeah,
he was halfway up
the
the stadium.
Yeah, and he was the only one in the stadium. There was nobody
Yeah,
there
dude,
because it was during COVID.
That's the best, though. How sick would it be if you had that power? It'd be incredible.
I think that's way worse than this. throwing out the GM.
Out of here. Get out of my face. You're gone, buddy. See ya.
I am
I'll be
certainly.
him with Les Miles. See ya. See ya.
I am definitely not a Yankees fan.
Have a great day.
By any means. But let me tell you, somebody that gets their money's worth, and I'm a Braves fan, so Bobby Cox did this as well, but now Aaron Boone, when he gets kicked out of a game, he's not going quietly. He's not turning the lineup card over to the bench coach and just walking out. He is getting his full money's worth, knowing that he can't coach in the game any farther.
I'd be hitting him with a little like Hulk Hogan. I'd be leaning in like, oh, yeah, what's that, coach? Oh, yeah? Oh, you think so, do you? Okay, see ya. Get out of here. Go hit the showers, bud. I don't know why my voice goes to this, but it just does. Hit the showers, bud. You're out of here, pal.
Irish ump.
See you next week. I don't really think it's Irish.
It's not really Irish.
It's I don't know what it's
like
what
Midwestern, right?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Midwest.
It's like maybe people from Midwest would say no, but it's somewhere in that vein.
Big deal or no big deal, Dallas Cowboy defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence will miss 6 to 8 weeks with a broken foot.
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Cowboys aren't that good to begin with. I don't think, at least. Dak looked great.
He was their best defensive player, I think, though.
Yeah. I mean, he had one of the best win rates in terms of pass rush in the entire NFL last year. He's an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Did he go to Troy?
You're thinking of DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Yeah, I saw him up close and personal when he played for Troy.
Yeah, he didn't play anymore.
I was like, who is this guy? Who does Ware guys just
Yeah,
wearing
how
us
did
out?
he
No
end up
pun
here?
intended.
Oh, wow. Get out of here, bud. Hit the showers. You're done after that one, pal. We're
We
going
had-
to commercial.
we had to win.
Yeah, you just killed the second. It's over, pal. Send it to commercial there,
No,
Mario.
don't do that, Mario. We had to win with 2 minutes left against Troy that year in 2004.
Hey, man. Troy kicks LSU's ass, bottom line. I mean, there was that game.
What was it, 28?
2009. It was a crazy fourth quarter comeback to beat Troy. They ended up beating LSU with Neil Brown. Hey, LSU, don't schedule Troy anymore, okay? The men of Troy are just too strong.
I feel like you need some redemption, though, don't you?
Yeah, that's why they won in 2017. They came so close and then finally got over the top.
Yeah. All right.
Real quick, last one.
Okay.
Big deal or no big deal, Mike Trout is not going to be back for the Angels this year. Only plays 32 games in the entire season.
What happened?
Strained calf. Wow.
No big deal because nobody cares about the Angels, and Mike Trout's stars already wasted.
That's fair because Shohei Ohtani, who's doing things we've literally never seen in baseball, and it's like, oh, it's a cool story. But if he played for the Yankees, that's all that anybody would be talking about, or the Red Sox, or a team of that nature.
Yeah, no, I agree. So, no big deal because
if he played like 40 miles north of where he plays now for the Dodgers.
Wow, DeMarcus Lawrence went to Boise State?
Sure.
Damn.
Today
He's
years
probably
old.
a beast at Boise, dude. Remember when LeGarrette Blount punched that dude?
All-time moment.
All-time moment. I mean, just an all-time.
That dude came in there. His chin was not ready.
Yeah, he was talking that noise. Hair Bun said, I'm a real one. Right. Like, yeah, you won the game, but like, chill. Okay.
Oh, they did win the game.
Yeah, it was huge, right? It was Boise beating Oregon to start a season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like first game of the year. All right, let's go to break. When we get back, we got Rhett Lewis of the NFL Network. Keep it locked right here on OTB.
OTB, OT.
Go to therelaxationcompany.org, therelaxationcompany.org. You want to chill, treat yourself, work out some of them kinks in your neck or your back, whatever the case may be. Go to the Relaxation Company. It's not just massages, though. They have that. They have like all sort of aromatherapies, hot stones. Like they have a plethora of services. They even now have a cryo machine, Jake, so you can get things that essentially it's like a facelift without having surgery. You can do like 5 cryo treatments, take 2 inches off of your waist. There's a lot to explore with the Relaxation Company, but the bottom line is this is a local, family-owned business. Treat yourself while supporting local business with our friends, Relaxation Company, Pelican Point in Gonzales.
They now have openings available. Call 225-725-4239 today. TheRelaxationCompany.org is somewhere you can book that appointment as well. On the website, you can actually choose what service you want to have, who you want to do that service. You can set everything up before you show up to the Relaxation Company. So go check it out online. Remember the number 225-725-4239.
In times of need, get a full list of phone numbers, websites, and other important emergency information on the Demco Stormwatch page at 1045ESPN.com.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big D and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7 The Tiger.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. and backed by the one-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Le posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Thursday's AFR, presented by the Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana. Ryan Clark joins us. We'll chat Saints with Mike Triplett. Hopefully you join us as well. 3 to 6, 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
OTB OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Damn. Okay. Bringing in Rhett Lewis. Okay. Welcome back. OTB. Right now, it's my pleasure to welcome in Rhett Lewis of the NFL Network. Rhett, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
T-Bob, Jacob, I'm feeling like a little concerned, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
Got the phone call from you guys here this morning, and you know how when your iPhone receives a call from like telemarketers, it says scam likely?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, no.
That's what it said when you guys called. So what the hell are you guys trying to sell me?
Look, you don't
Jameis
worry,
Winston being elite.
You don't worry about us, okay? Or you don't worry about us, right? We got little side hustles going on, okay?
All right.
Do we telemarket merchandise? Maybe. I don't know, okay? But I'm glad that you answered. That actually is concerning because that could cause problems down the road. Speaking of problems, as a proud Hoosier alum, Rhett, y'all got a big boy this weekend, dude. How we feeling? I know it's been a little rough, but I love Tom Allen.
Yeah.
I love Tom Allen. Cincy at Indiana. It's going to be popping at Indiana this weekend. How you feeling about the Bearcats? I'm trying to think about how I feel about this one.
Look, I'd feel a lot better about it if, we had shown up a little differently against Iowa in Iowa City week 1. But again, that was an emotional atmosphere, fans back, the whole thing, first time in over a year. I get it. Iowa's a really good team, obviously. I mean, they're a top 5 team in the country right now after beating Iowa State last week. So we bounced back, beating the Fighting Paul Petrinos of the Idaho Vandals last week. I'm feeling a lot better about things. This is going to be a big week for Michael Penix and Ty Freifogel.
Yep. Big Ten receiver of the year. Big Ten receiver of the year. Freifogel, dude.
Yes, sir.
Him going against Ahmad.
finest.
Is he from? Nice, dude. Yeah. Him and Ahmad Gardner, who apparently is an All-American corner from Cincy. That'll be a good one to watch. So who do you think? Do you think Indy wins?
Oh, come on, man. You think I'm going to pick against the Hoosiers?
Okay, there we go.
What is this?
There we go. Let's go, dude.
What do you expect?
Leo, baby.
Yes, Hoosiers all the way, baby.
Love every one. I loved every piece of film that I saw out of the New Orleans Saints on Sunday. Rhett, tell me why Jameis Winston is not the lead candidate for MVP and why the Saints aren't the best team in the NFL.
Well, that's an interesting way to look at it, right? I will tell you he is not the leading candidate for the MVP race because each week he is not going to make 20% of his throws
Go for
touchdowns. Right. I think that's just my math, right? 20% of his throws. Okay, thank you. 5 of his 20 throws went for touchdowns, less than 150 total yards. I think that's the first time that's happened in NFL history. I love the game plan, like from Peyton. Like if that's the case, mitigate the risk that Winston inherently has, accentuate his strengths, and guys, it is baffling to me after watching practice, Saints practice at training camp a couple of times, in August, that they threw 5 touchdown passes and Michael Thomas caught none of them, sitting on PUP.
Yeah.
Like, that is a huge development to me.
Yeah, and Rhett, like, the receivers didn't do great, ironically, as well. Like, that's why the Saints immediately worked out a bunch of receivers on Monday and then signed Kenny Stills, is because they still feel like they need help in that
Old friend,
department.
Kenny Stills, back in black and gold.
Yeah.
How about it? Yeah, look, I thought when I was at training camp, I was like, man, this is weird. Chris Hogan's been here for 2 days, and he's the best receiver in training camp. I mean, look, I think Marquez Callaway is going to come up with some bigger games down the stretch.
Definitely.
He was only targeted twice in this game, caught, one pass for 14 yards. I am somewhat excited about Juwan Johnson. Like, I don't know if we're going to get, 3 catches, 2 of them going for touchdowns each and every week, but there's something to be excited about there, particularly down in the red zone. So, like, look, there's bits and pieces. I'd like to see a bit more from Alvin Kamara in the run game going forward. So, look, I'm still kind of wait and see after week 1 with the Saints offense.
Was that the biggest surprise, though, Rhett, over the NFL weekend, was just how New Orleans controlled and dominated the Green Bay Packers, and it worked flawlessly for them. I mean, everything that they could possibly want to go right went right, and Green Bay just did not look like the team we've seen over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, look, week 1 can be a liar, right? It could be a liar that the Saints are this good. It could be a liar that the Packers are that bad. Like, we don't know. Likely the answer is somewhere in between.
Yeah.
So, look, Aaron Rodgers is going to have better games. Like, he's not going to throw for 133 yards and 2 interceptions. But if you're the Saints defense, you got to feel good about that, regardless of when that game happened. To shut down the reigning MVP in the fashion that they did, and to do it with, Marshawn Lattimore is now banged up, but Paulson Adebo on the other side at corner was a real exciting development for me after watching so much of his game tape at Stanford leading into last year's draft. So, I think there's some positives to draw really from all 3 sides of the ball here for the Saints.
No, last time Rhett came on, remember, you were all over Paulson Adebo. I mean, you were all over him. And so, hey, so far that looks like one of those ones where you know exactly what you were seeing.
Well, look, this is what I saw in 2018 and 2019 for Paulson Adebo. One of the top 5 corners in all of college football and getting his hands on the football. Did he do that on Sunday?
Yeah.
I think he did. I think he got his hands on a ball, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say that the Saints almost played like cover 1, not exclusively, but yeah, they were just manning him up. They were just manning up and bullying him.
Yeah, and look, I think it helps to have Marshawn Lattimore on the other side available to help erase one of the team's best receivers. But look, he's with Marshawn out here for who knows how long. Look, I think they're going to put a lot more on Paulson here. I don't know if he's going to be traveling with a team's best receiver or anything like that, but I feel pretty good about it.
Talking to Rhett Lewis of the NFL Network. Rhett, what about how does Bradley Roby factor in for this New Orleans Saints? He's very excited to be out of Houston and New Orleans, which, of course, like, who wouldn't be given the current situations? But look, Marshawn Lattimore chips a bone in his hand, so he's kind of week to week at this point. Like we said, strong show from Adebo week 1. What does Roby bring to the table?
Yeah, look, I mean, Bradley Roby's he's a first-round pick pedigree type of guy with Denver. I don't think it ever really, worked out as well as they hoped there. I mean, they had kind of like the whole time he was there in Denver, they had Aqib Talib, they had Chris Harris, so Roby was kind of sitting there in that third corner role. He kind of was forced into more of a leading role with the Texans, and I think mixed results. But I think this is a talented dude. I think he gives you just a solid veteran presence. I don't know that anyone's considering him a shutdown corner at this point. So I think he's a guy that's like a stabilizing force, right? A guy that you feel comfortable with. And look, I think the biggest thing is don't allow big plays. Just if you keep the explosive plays off the scoreboard and out of the stat sheet, I think it's a win at this point.
Rhett, another player that we were impressed by was Quan Alexander. Obviously, we know him from his days at LSU, and then when he was with the Saints, last year before he got injured, it changed the defense. Didn't know what his health was going to be like. He gets back extremely fast, and he's always been a very athletic player, but he looked even better in space than he has really in his career, which has always been a strength of his.
The Litrilla, Quan Alexander.
Yeah.
I love that on his towel. Look, I think last time we talked, it was before the season. We were talking about the young linebackers, right? Like Pete Werner and Zach Bond, and who's going to kind of be that guy next to Demario Davis. And Quan Alexander was just coming on board there. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect from him, but I guarantee you, like, this will be a huge test for both him and Demario Davis, and whoever's got to put eyes on Christian McCaffrey this week, because he's back. And he's back catching passes out of the backfield like a receiver. Yep. I mean, we have 8 for 90 yards or something in week 1. So, like, this to me will be a big test for the Saints linebacking core and for that back end as well, trying to corral Christian McCaffrey.
So, about minute here, Rhett. What is your early read on Saints Panthers?
Yeah, my early read is this will be a real test for the Saints. Like, I think as a divisional opponent, I think Matt Rule's got this team and this franchise kind of moving in the right direction. Sam Darnold to Robbie Anderson is a connection that will have to be reckoned with, despite, in addition to rather what Christian McCaffrey does. But I am most excited about what this team does on defense now. Jeremy Chin is one of the best players in football on defense. He is a Swiss Army knife, the way that Taysom Hill is on offense for the Saints. He does that in the back end for the Panthers. And so you got to figure out, like, that dude makes plays all over the field, and that will be a real test for Jameis Winston and Alvin Kamara in the Saints offense this week. Plus, you got a playmaker in the second level in Shaq Thompson, reborn wearing that single-digit number. And then how do you deal with Derek Brown up front, especially with Eric McCoy out at center? Those are the 3 things I'm looking for in this matchup.
Rhett, real quick, I know you got to go, but the Panthers seem to have so many weapons on both sides of the football.
Yeah.
But last week still looked a little clunky. What do you think is missing from the Panthers? Because you talked about their offensive weapons. I mean, they go 3 deep at receiver. Sam Darnold looked great. But it feels like something's missing with them.
Yeah, look, I think they would love to be a little bit more consistent on the offensive line. I think continuing to try to figure out, that situation, and then just letting Sam Darnold grow in Joe Brady's offense, I think it's just something that's going to come with time. So I kind of thought, like, at the beginning of the season that the Panthers might be the biggest threat to the Bucs in the NFC South. Not to say that was going to be a huge threat, because I still think the Bucs end up winning this division. But the Saints will have something to say about that now after we saw in week 1. And I think Matt Rule is a really good NFL head football coach. I think he guides the ship, really well, as a guy that's not necessarily involved in game planning on offense like Sean Payton is, or game planning on defense like, let's say, a Vic Fangio is for the Denver Broncos, but like a guy that just is the CEO of this team. So I think that gives the Panthers, a good advantage here moving forward.
There you go, Rhett Lewis. Thank you so much, man. Catch him on the NFL Network. Rhett, you have a great day, my friend.
All right, anytime, guys.
All right, take it easy, bro. I think since he's going to get Indy this weekend, unfortunately. We'll see that. At Rhett NFL if you want to follow him. All right, when we get back, an exciting announcement about a ticket giveaway and a little Ask the Bench brought to you by Cole Kersey.
OTB, OT.
All right, go to Louisiana811.com today. There you will see the Louisiana Underground Utilities and Facilities Damage Prevention Law. What is that? Well, that is the law that if you are putting a shovel in the ground, you have to dial 811 before you dig. When you dial 811, remember, this is easy for you because you're going to have someone that comes out to your home, your business, and they're going to clearly identify where you can put a shovel in the ground, right? They're going to mark it. They're going to tell you exactly where it's safe and where it's not safe. That way you keep yourself and others around you as safe as possible. You can find all that information again on Louisiana811.com. Even submitting a ticket there online. You can fill out exactly what you're looking for. 1 to 2 business days. Again, free service to you. They will come out and they will mark those lines. Again, this is the law. This is something that you have to do. So dial 811 on your phone. Call before you dig. Have them come out and keep you and your family safe. Again, Louisiana811.com. Call 811 before you dig.
Our listeners fire off their opinions on the jimsfirearms.net hotline at 499-1045. Keep listening for your next chance to shoot us your thoughts with the jimsfirearms.net hotline on 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
All new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million-mile powertrain warranty. And with Bayou to You, free delivery right to your door. Need repair? Our service department is ready and available to help you today. The crew at Bayou Ford is going to do right by you.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's Big D and Bubba, 100.7 The Tiger Morning Show. We'd love for you to join us every weekday, 4 a.m. till 9 a.m.
Yeah, everything you want in a show. Country music. We got laughs. We got celebrity in-studio guests. We just need you.
Join us every weekday morning, 4 a.m. to 9 a.m., right where it all started.
That's right. Louisiana's country station, 100.7 The Tiger.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown.
It's week 3 in the high school football season, and we get started Friday night at 6 with Louisiana Prep Preview, followed by Catholic High and West Monroe at 7. And we wrap things up with a full 2 hours of the Lake Urgent Care Lake After Hours Louisiana Prep Scoreboard Show on YouTube, CST, and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
OTB OT with Hester and T-Bob on 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and 94.7 ESPN Alexandria.
Yo, what up, y'all? Hey, check it out. So, over the next 2 days, we're doing a ticket giveaway from our friends at Central Plumbing. Jay Payne's got some excellent tickets for this weekend's LSU game. Remember, centralplumbing.org, 925-8552. All your plumbing needs have been at it for decades, y'all. But if you just hashtag T-Bob's Bidet or Bob's Bidet, either one, in the chat, you will be entered to win these tickets from Central Plumbing. We will give out the winner on tomorrow's show, and all you'll have to do is go by Central Plumbing. There'll be a couple winners. And all you have to do is go by Central Plumbing to pick up those tickets. So, again, we'll be logging them from here on out. Just hashtag Bob's Bidet in the huddle. Shout out to Central Plumbing for the ticket giveaway. Very exciting stuff. All right, little Ask the Bench brought to you by Cole, Kurz Light, Vizzy Hard, Shelter, and Blue Moon Light Sky Stitcher Sweet. What is a horn boss? You keep mentioning it's not on the internet. Yeah, I guess we are just pulling directly from the LSU playbook.
It's back on strong safety. It's a pin and pull play. So look up pin and pull and know that boss is back on strong safety.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what boss stands for. So you're going to have your fullback or whoever the puller might be in that certain situation, H-back. They're going to pull for the strong safety. The other lineman's going to pull for the linebacker inside.
I mean, really, too, just understand that it's basically just a sweep with lead blocker, like with somebody from the line pulling.
Yeah.
Right?
And you also have a secondary puller as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I will go back and I'll put it on my Twitter today. I'll put what horn boss is. I'll pull a clip back in the day of what horn boss was, and you'll get a chance to look at it.
Okay, you got
if they have film that goes back there.
You got a little touchdown ready to roll there?
I think Arizona, 06 maybe. Horn boss tug.
Friday show tomorrow. Cannot wait. Love y'all. We'll see you then.
OTB, OT.
We also love GoTros.
Yep.
GoTrosOutdoorPower.com. Once you go on the website at GoTrosOutdoorPower.com, do me a favor. Go to new equipment, click on Hustler Turf. Once you do that, it's going to pull you up. And remember, GoTros is the #1 Hustler dealer in the state of Louisiana. It's going to pull up the commercial zero-turn mowers. It's also going to pull up those residential zero-turn mowers. Don't forget about the power equipment as well. Pressure washers and generators. They're all available at GoTros. And right now, 0%. 0% for 42 months financing available over at GoTros. GoTrosOutdoorPower.com.
And so it's not just the great deal, like 0% finance for 42 months when you buy from GoTros Outdoor Power, Jake, but the best part is the service. Okay, we're talking pickup and drop-off service, full service departments, full parts departments. So like when something breaks down, you don't worry about it. GoTros has your back. They have it covered. Buy from GoTros. Go to GoTrosOutdoorPower.com.
Follow us on Twitter at 1045ESPN to cast your vote in the Citizens Bank